morning. Good morning. All right. Hi there. Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, good morning.
All right. Good morning. You might also be hearing the, I guess, trash or something beeping down the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds of life.
Are you
How
the
are
teacher?
you? I am the teacher. Hi, Kareen or Karen or
Excellent, Kareen. Yeah, and I'm
Kareen.
so happy to be here, but I'll tell you, my audio didn't work. And when I called the techie guys, nobody could figure it out. So
Working now.
it is, but I think that there were some kind of devils up there playing with the internet.
Yeah.
And
well,
I took the beginning class with the other guy, you know, the 2-day workshop.
Yeah.
And bought the $39 6-month thing, but I can't seem to get into it now. Will you be showing us how to get in it?
Yes, I'll be showing you all the different ways of accessing it, even if you didn't buy it and if you bought it. But if you're having issues with the account, I can't fix that for you, but I can do my best to try to point you to what's wrong because I'm not an Adobe tech, but I'll do my best to see what's wrong. Maybe it's your email. Anyway, we'll figure that out in a minute. Let me say hello to everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Diana. How are you all? Nice to meet you. Griselda, right? And who else is here? Maysan.
Yes.
I'm looking at hi Maysan and Thomas.
Good morning.
Hi. You made it in. What happened with the registration? Did it work out or wasn't it you? There was someone else who was having an issue with the registration. Well, you're here, so good.
I got your link, so here I am, yeah.
But you're not in the roster. So that still needs to be fixed.
So I still have to get a student number and PIN number and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I went ahead and sent you the information for the first day, but I need you to get registered. So that whole thing
I definitely will.
Well, the thing is, you guys, you'll find out the class is oversubscribed and I have a waiting list. So not everyone will show up today, as happens, and then I'll let some other people in. But anyway, let me, but if you're not registered by, by the end of, as soon as you can, then I'll let other people in. So, hi, Carrie, nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Diane.
I'm looking at Valerie. Hi, Valerie. I'm not seeing a Valerie on the roster though. So maybe it's someone else's computer. Oh, there I do see Valerie Batikian. Yeah. Batikian, Vatican, I think I know how you pronounce it. Okay. And Charlie.
Hi.
Are you Charlie?
I'm Charlie.
There you go. I know you. I know that voice.
You too.
All right. Looking at the roster. Remind me your last name, Charlie.
Mattas, M-A-T-A-S.
There it is. Okay. I'm normally I don't check against the roster this soon, but there's been an issue with the roster and people. So I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. And then Vic, hi, nice to meet you, Vic. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. All right. So a lot of the people who are going to join us are people who've been taking our class before and they'll be joining us later. And I'm really happy to see so many new faces. I'm also seeing a couple of people who are not sure about Zoom that haven't shown up yet. So I hope they do, because the first part of today is going to be spent not with Photoshop, but with actually making sure you all figure out how to take a computer class on a computer, which is not the same as maybe attending a meeting where you just kind of listen or something like that. So here you're going to have to be watching me and using your computer at the same time. So there's all these other things that we need to handle first before we can actually handle learning how to use a computer application.
Doesn't look like we're gonna be in person for a while, does it?
No, for this class, it's pretty much been turned into online. Other classes are waiting to see by February 22nd, but that's the credit side that I teach in the credit side. But the non-credit classes for January and February are all online. They're still holding off on what's going to happen in March, but we'll see.
That means Illustrator.
For now, Illustrator is in person, but I don't know. You know, yeah, who knows? 2 months from now, it's like it's another life. We have no idea what'll happen.
Well, I'm
from here to
I'm
then.
waiting to catch a coronavirus that makes you young again. That's the one I want.
Yeah. I wish that one existed. All right. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and get going with those of you who are here now. One more person that I don't know is just now coming in. And all right. So hi Liz. Oh, she can't speak yet. I don't know if she can hear me yet. Hi Liz, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I've never seen that spelling of that name, and I've seen the name Liz a lot of times, so that's actually interesting. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
I like that. Well, so then let me do a little mini introduction of myself, and then I'll keep going because people are going to keep showing up later too. But speaking about names, I am Diana. And the reason I say Diana is because I'm from Argentina, so I say it in Spanish, and you can call me whatever comes out. And most of the times, just the desperate face will do the job too. But anyway, I've been teaching for eons here at City College. When I say eons, I mean since I came out of college, so that's like 20 something years. And on the side, I'm also a graphic designer, photographer. And I love what I do. I love teaching though. So I love teaching Photoshop. So, and all of the design classes, I also teach people how to use their Macs. I teach people how to use, just about anything on their computer that they need to know how to use. So, the first thing I need to know before we get into why and how come you're using before the whole Photoshop class, I need to first teach you a few things about Zoom that you might or not know at this point. When I ask questions to the class, this is a full class, so we're going to have a lot of people here when everyone shows up. And when I ask a question to the group, I need everyone to answer in a way that I can see the group. And that means using these little reactions emoticons. And depending on if you've updated your Zoom or not, they might be in different places. So head down to, with your mouse, hover over whatever you're looking at where you're seeing me. And when you hover your mouse over it, you'll see the whole set of tools that appears in the bottom. And when your mouse is still, they kind of stay, they disappear. So you need to move your mouse over that. And then on the farther right, you'll see one called reactions. And if you see that there and you click on it, then you'll notice that there's an option at the very top. Everyone sees all the cute little smileys and faces and hearts. Those are really fun, but they last 3 seconds and then they disappear, which is great. If I'm really funny, go ahead and laugh at me, right? But when I need to have a poll like who's used Photoshop before or not, I need these symbols to stay on until everyone answers. And the only ones that stay on are the check mark, which is the green little check mark. So if you found it, everyone give me a check mark right now. All right, so I need that from everyone. So if you haven't found it yet, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to assume that someone who hasn't found it needs a hand, and I'll help them, whatever it is that we're doing. So right now, Vic, can you see the check mark, the emoticon?
No, I don't.
All right. So for some people, it's not in this place if you have an older version of Zoom. So first of all, do you see the little reactions pop up? And if you don't see it, if you have a small window for Zoom, you might have to check on those 3 little dots that say more, the last little icon. You might find them there. Do you see anything there? If not, I'll send you to a different place.
No, I don't. I just
Mhm.
No, I don't.
All right, so Plan B, head over to the first set of, of little icons and look for one that says participants. Right now it should say participants and then little number 10. There's 10 of us here. Do you find that one?
I do.
Okay, so click on that one and everyone go ahead and click on that one. And this one, for most of you guys, just has the participants, but for Vic, at the bottom of that one, do you see the little hands and yeses and nos?
Okay, I do.
When
Yes, I see all
You
of.
see them there. Okay, so now give me a little yes from that one there.
Let's see.
And just click on the little green check mark. That means yes.
No,
It's not there under participants.
no. But
right.
the check marks are there. Charlie's, there's a hand for Charlie's and then.
No, that just means that
Yeah, yeah.
others have raised them. Okay, so then that's not where your buttons are. Then there must be in under reactions. So keep searching in the bottom bar where you see, you know, mute video participants.
Okay.
Keep going to the far right and look for something called reactions.
Okay, I
Oh,
got it.
there
Okay.
you go. There you found them. Okay, good. Now the thumbs up will disappear very quickly. So
Okay.
go ahead and see if you can find the check mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, perfect. Now, when you guys sometimes click the yes and then you click it again, for some reason, it turns off. So sometimes you already turned it on and I don't see it because you clicked twice. So go ahead and click on it again and you'll see how it turns off.
Okay.
Now, there's other possibilities, which is to say no, right? So sometimes you'll have to say no, and it won't make sense. Sometimes I'll be saying, if you use Photoshop, say yes. If you haven't used Photoshop, say no, which makes sense. But other times I'll be like, if you have a Mac, say yes. If you have a PC, say no, just so that I see different colors, right? So it's not about saying yes or no many times. It's just for me to kind of see what kind of computer you're working on. All right. So everyone, I want you now to say no. So go ahead and give me a little red note to make sure that everyone has got that system down. And so Valerie, can you go ahead and switch that to a no? And Karine, are you finding it? All right. Now,
Yeah.
great. So we're going to be using those a lot. Now those disappear and they are a bit harder to find when I share my screen, right? So I'm going to go ahead and test that out. I'm going to share my screen now for a second because I'm going to be doing this whole class by sharing my screen with Photoshop, and you guys will be having to watch me, and then you'll have to have your own Photoshop up at the same time. So now we're going to handle that issue. So right now I'm just going to share a basic Firefox screen. There's no Photoshop on it. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And all right, for better, I am going to clear all your answers. So I've cleared all your feedback. So all of, everyone's back to 0. Now, this screen that you're seeing is possibly, very probably filling your screen now, right? This Zoom that I shared.
Almost. Most of it.
Almost. And what that means is that you kind of have to find a way to squish it to about half your screen. But before we do that, let me hesitate to say, if you happen to have a second screen, a second monitor, a laptop, an iPad around the house, then it's much easier, and a lot of people do this, to sign up 2 times. You sign up on the iPad to watch me talk, and then you sign up on your computer to do the work. And then you don't have to share one screen and do both, right? So the plan B, if you do have another monitor around, give me a yes, and I'll know that that's what you're gonna do. And then I can help you with that. And if this is it, this is the one computer you have, the one monitor, the one screen you have, then we're gonna go to plan B, or plan A, really, because it's the majority of you guys, which means that you have to, and everyone should know how to do this anyway, which is grab your keyboard and go to the very top left key, which says escape, ESC, and hit the escape key. When you have Zoom open and you hit the escape key, if it was filling your screen it now kind of disconnected a little bit. It didn't get much smaller, but it's not filling your screen. That escape key is magical to anything that's filling your screen. It kind of brings it down. And now all of Photoshop, I will be showing you everything, but I cannot show with you guys. I cannot show you Zoom. It's the only thing that doesn't share well, doesn't share itself. And so you have to I have to talk you through this with making sure that you're doing it. And so now grab the edge of this screen. That's my Firefox window that I'm sharing with you. Put your mouse on the very corner of it. And if it's not, working, you have to click to make sure that Zoom is active, that you don't have other stuff open, and go to the corner of it to one side until your mouse turns into like 2 little arrows. And then you can click and drag it. So you squish it over, maybe to the left side of your screen. Hi, Ken. Nice to see you.
Hi, Diana. Nice to see you too.
Diana, I don't have a mouse I tried using, so I'm using the keyboard. How do I drag the screen?
All right. So when you have just the keyboard, the way to, do you have a laptop or a pad?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
a
a
laptop with a little pad. Depending on, is it a Mac or a PC?
It's a PC Lenovo.
Okay, so do you have buttons near the pad, or is it just a little pad? Sometimes they have buttons and sometimes they don't, the little touchpad.
The touchpad, no, there's no
No.
buttons.
Okay, so then usually when you click and put you click and you hold on a Lenovo pad, you click, I'm suddenly drawing a blank on the arrow. I think you just click and hold down deeper. Trying to think, I haven't had a PC pad for a while. When you click to just drag something, you need to kind of click and hold down and then drag your other finger. Have you ever done a drag?
No, and
right.
I'm clicking and trying to move, but the arrow just is an arrow.
Okay, so here's one thing I'm going to say, that for Photoshop, I only know of one person who has ever successfully done Photoshop with their fingers on a touchpad. So one of the things I'm going to recommend anyway for next class is to get a mouse, and you can get them, for hundreds of dollars, or you can get them for $8, $9. So it's not about what quality of mouse it is. It's just a mouse. Any mouse will connect to any computer.
I bought the ones that came with a Photoshop. It was wireless or it was not wireless, but do you recommend one that will work? Because I couldn't figure if it was, is wireless better?
No, yes, basically every mouse now is wireless, but in the back of the mouse, I'm trying to see if I have a sample here of a mouse. It has like a little door that you need to open, and a little USB will pop out of it, and I don't have
Can you show
any.
me one?
No, in fact, you need to show me yours, because that's
I
the
don't
one that
have,
we need to figure out.
no, I returned it. I couldn't
Oh.
use it.
Just get the keys to beat them up.
I don't have one handy, because I don't use a mouse. I use a drawing pad. I'll show you, and I have a Mac mouse. Anyway, I'll find one. Or probably someone up here. Can you lift your mouse to your screen if someone has one, to show that there's like a little door that you snap open in the bottom of the mouse, and a little USB comes out. I'll work with you on that later, because right
Okay,
now I
okay.
can't handle, I
Okay.
have a lot of other stuff to teach, but
Yeah,
I'll hang out during break and work with you on the mouse issue. Okay.
thank you.
All right. So I see Charlie and Liz are coming in with their second computers. Yay. Cool. So that'll make things easier for you. Okay. So, hi, Anne. I see you popped in, and I'm explaining. So, Anne and Ken, can you guys, I believe, Ken, I know, of course, you've been in my Photoshop classes before, but I don't think you've been on my online course yet. Have you, Ken? I don't think so. I think it's been since I've been in person. A lot of the people who are coming a little bit later or quite a bit later at this point have been taking classes with me online. But then I also have students who've been with me, you know, from way before, or they're professional photographers and they kept doing this and they keep wanting to learn new things and things like that. So they'll be joining us a bit later. Right now, I'm trying to make sure that everyone who, when you signed in right now, people who just signed in are seeing me in share mode. I'm sharing this Firefox screen, which isn't Photoshop or anything. And this screen is taking up your entire screen. And what I need to make sure is everyone has managed to move it sideways. Okay. So if my screen is filling your screen, you need to hit the escape key, grab the corner and push it over, pull it over so that you fill only half of it. And give me a yes if you've accomplished that. Okay. So for those of you who just joined us, when I say give me a yes, I need you to go to the reactions. Now, when I'm sharing my screen, they're not, once again, suddenly they might be in a different place. So Charlie, remember to give me a yes, not a thumbs up. And the thumbs up that you and Charlie have up disappear in 3 seconds. So I need you to look for the little check mark. That's the green yes. And those of you who heard me say this at the beginning will hear me say it again a few more times until everyone remembers, not because we're so accustomed to thumbing everyone up. But in this case, I need you to give me the yes or the no, or the raise your hand. So when you go to the reactions, there's also a raise hand icon, okay? And that one also stays on, and I will be telling you different things at different times. So there you go, and you found it. Ken, are you around? Your sound is
Yes,
off. Okay,
yes, I
Ken.
am, but I haven't
Found
been able,
the
been able
reactions.
to move the Firefox thing. So
Okay, so first of all, I need to make sure that you have found the reactions buttons
yes,
and
I
that you can
have.
say yes or no. Okay, so give me a yes. So when I
Oh,
when I
I
need
just
you to-
gave you a no.
a no, there you go.
right.
That's the right thing to say if you haven't been able to move it.
Okay.
So Kareen, you too, if you haven't been able to move it, give me a no. All right. So
Oh, no, sorry.
from the
Um,
escape, once you hit the escape key, Ken and
Yeah.
everyone, now put your mouse on the very edge of my Firefox window, which is white all around except for a little bit underneath.
Oh, okay.
Touch it from some corner. And when you touch those corners, it doesn't matter which, I suggest the right or the left side, you choose which way you want to go. Then click and hold and drag it in. And that way you fill only half of your screen. So now,
Okay. Got it.
if you have filled half your screen, give me a yes. Here comes Barbara. All right. Looks like a lot of you have done that. Charlie, I don't have a yes from you, but I know you've done this before. Oh, you have 2 screens. You don't need to do that. Liz, you're on 2 screens now, so you don't need to do that. Cool. If you guys happen to have a slow connection or any issue, then leave the, definitely, if you have 2 screens, leave only one of your videos on. That way you use less of your power. But as long as you're able to leave your video on, I thoroughly appreciate talking to people and not to black boxes. But if you need to turn it, leave it off, that's fine. It's just, if you're on and off and it makes no difference to you, having it on makes me feel like I'm actually, you know, with a group of you guys. So
Okay.
I thoroughly appreciate it. But if you need to, you know, walk around or eat, or I completely understand that sometimes you don't want to be like staring all the time. Once we get into Photoshop, you won't be staring, you'll be doing stuff, right? You'll be working in it. Okay, so most of you guys have been able to handle that. I know Barbara knows how to do this. So hi, Barbara, nice to see you. The next thing I need you guys to do, I'm going to stop my share now, is let me just confirm one last time. Kareen, you weren't able to click, and so to put 2 fingers on your pad. With
Okay.
one, you click and hold it down, and with the other finger, you go and you grab that corner and you pull it in. So it's like a 2-handed thing on your pad. Click
But
it down.
But I don't have your
Pull it in.
Firefox anymore.
I just stopped it. You're right. Let me
So I
do
can't
it one
do
more
it.
time. Let me do it one more time. There we go.
Okay, I'm trying, just a minute.
Mhm.
Click
And
and then move.
when you click the corner, it should. Anyone else who has a PC, iPad without a mouse out here? No.
Not grabbing it.
Griselda, how are, you have a PC without a mouse, a laptop without a mouse?
I do.
Who said I do?
That was Liz.
Liz. So,
Sorry.
no, that's fine. How are you handling clicking and dragging your mouse? Because
So I haven't really needed to yet, but I think that actually if you click with your thumb, just click with your thumb. Oh, I'm sorry. So first, the cursor, the arrow, you need to get that onto the outside corner, the bottom right corner of the screen of the window that the whole Zoom is in. When you have it on there, when it scrolls over there, it's going to turn into a two-headed arrow. It's going to have an arrow on the left and an arrow on the side with a bar in the center. So it'll be a two-headed arrow.
I know.
hold on. Barbara, can you turn your sound off? I think it's you, because it's coming from you. Mute yourself. There you go. I muted you. All right. Sorry, I had to interrupt there because there was a noise coming in.
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Right.
What is your name that is having this issue?
Kareen, and I've got my
Kareen.
thumb on the pad. I also have a touch screen, but when I
Oh, well, go grab it with your finger. Put your
How?
finger there. Hold it. Hold a little bit tighter, and then kind of grab it.
which corner?
Any.
So the bottom right corner usually is the best to ding it
I'm
around.
touching it.
I just need it to fill half the screen, so you don't even need to do
Well-
bottom right or corner. You just need to grab one side of it and pull it over. Like
I
until
pulled it
fills
over
out.
a little bit, but I
Okay.
can't. I'm not managing to move
Okay.
it.
All right.
Okay, so I think that the easiest. Sorry.
Excuse me, as long as you pulled it over a little bit and you have some other space left, then that means you know how to do the movement, right? Because you couldn't have pulled it over a little bit. So
Okay.
keep trying, move,
All right.
you know, because sometimes it's just a matter of moving your mouth, you know, basically you need to hold tight on that little corner until you see your mouse turn into a double-headed arrow. Guys, everything else in the world I'm going to show, I'll be able to have you share your screen with me and I can walk you through the whole Photoshop. So don't let this be an idea of how the class is going to be. This is only when I have to tell people how to share Zoom. The rest of the time I can just see and you can see me and it all works out. But this is the one frustrating part of the first day always is telling people how to move their Zoom screen. I wish Zoom made it a bit easier. Zoom is made to project one person to a bunch of people and not to have people use their computers. So just, you know, kind of keep trying that. Otherwise, we'll get to the place where everyone will take a break and I'll try to keep helping you one-on-one. Okay, Kareen?
Okay.
Now, thank you, Liz, for that. I have a laptop. I have a mouse or a pad. I have like 5 things to enter detail on, but I do not have a PC laptop. And so it's the only thing I cannot demo for you. All right. So right now we have, I'm going to stop my share again. By the way, you can also try making Zoom smaller now while I'm not sharing, and then it might stay smaller when I do share again, Liz. All right, so not Liz, sorry.
Green.
Kareen.
Kareen.
I'll learn your name soon enough. Okay, so now the next question I have for everyone, so I'm going to clear your feedback, is how many of you have used Photoshop before? So if you've used Photoshop before, give me a yes. If you've never used Photoshop before, give me a no. All right, so it's a yes and a no. All right, Griselda, have you used Photoshop before? And I can't hear you. Your
She's
sound is off.
muted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can always,
I had a class, but we weren't using the computer.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
but Photoshop class though?
Yes, it was a Photoshop. It was more like
A lecture thing?
Okay.
Oh, no, it was a photography class. It was
Oh,
a
yeah, with Chuck, maybe, yeah. All right. Okay, so then that's a no to
Yeah.
no to Photoshop.
That's
Okay,
right.
great. All right, so we have some very beginners. Grisela, go ahead and make sure you find the no. And again, I'm being insistent on that just to make sure you know where it is and know how to use it so that when I'm in the middle of, really in Photoshop, I don't have to be reminding you where the emoticons are that I'm kind of reminding you today a bunch of times. After that, you'll just know. Cool. Now, I'm going to clear feedback. Let me clear, well, actually, no. So everyone who has not used it at all, you're in the right place. Everyone who has used it, you're in the right place. Don't worry. You're all going to learn a lot. And there's people who keep coming back because there's always something to learn. Every time I teach this class, I'll teach different. This time I truly came with 100% new images. No one who's been here before will have seen any of this. And you haven't met all the people who are coming yet who have seen a lot of the original images. So they'll be very happy. I always change my images around. I change what I explain, how I explain. And every time you get, a lot of gold and a lot of shortcuts and ways of how to get better. But those of you who are new, yeah, you also totally end up being able to use the program. Now, when you, Anne, is that you on your iPad now? Or is it a new Anne? It's you connecting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see that it's the same Anne. Perfect. On your second screen. All right. So those of you who have answered yes that you've used Photoshop. Now, if you consider yourself, pretty kind of comfortable enough with Photoshop and you just need to, you've been around a while and you just want to keep learning, this time switch your yes to go and click a raised hand and your yes will switch to a raised hand. Now, we'll get more of these when they join us later, but I know that some of you guys that are here are already pretty comfy-ish, and you can switch to a raised hand. For example, Barbara, or maybe Ken.
Not me.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely not a beginner. But anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is that it's a multi-level class and everyone has to be, especially the first day or two, to be really, you will all learn things, but the first few days you might need to be more patient than others because I will be beginning from the scratch. But for those of you who kind of learned it a long time ago and need to figure things out again, you'll discover a lot of stuff that you've never known and that you're using without having figured it out.
It's 2022 now anyway, so it's different from people who had it before.
You know what? The version that we're going to be using, because I'll be sharing you guys the school's version, and I'll show you now what I mean by that. Some of you have Photoshop, some of you don't, and those of you who don't will be using the school's version. We'll be using 2021, Photoshop 2021. So if you are at home, you might have switched to version 2022. And if you own it, if you're all at home, I keep saying, if you own the program yourselves, you might already be on 2022 and it'll be fine, but I won't be showing you things from the newest version. I'll be working on 2021. So let's talk about that a little bit now. There are 3 ways you can participate in this class. You can have your own applications that you've purchased, and I'll tell you now how to purchase them. You can also be on work computer. I don't see anyone right now who seems to be in a work situation, but some of you don't have your computer or your backgrounds on, so you might be. And then you have, whatever version that the job is giving you. And then there's those of you who don't have Photoshop, and you can either choose to buy it or you can choose to use the school system. So I'm going to show you, if you already own it, then it needs to be the Creative Cloud version. So one thing I'm going to do now, I was forgetting that I haven't done yet, is that I need you guys to sign in to the chat. So everyone, go down to where you see the chat. And here, I'm going to say hi. And I just said hi on the chat. That was me to everyone. I need you all to say to everyone, not just to me. So over there, you have a choice to say to leave it on everyone. Don't write to me, and go ahead and say hi. You don't need to say your name because it appears. It says, you know, your name, and it says your name to me. So just good morning, I'm here, welcome, you know. So every morning when you sign in, the first thing I need you to do is to check in on the chat and say that you're here, because later that's one of the ways I use for attendance purposes. Okay. If you haven't found it, then let me know. But basically, you should be seeing people's things appear, that place where you're seeing people saying hi or hi all. That's where you need to click in and type your own message, and then hit the return or the enter key, and that sends it to the rest of us. Okay. Cool. So it looks like most of you guys are writing that in there. We're going to leave the chat open. Now and then the audio goes bad and someone's trying to speak to me and they can't. Or yesterday I was in the middle of a class and people stopped hearing me and I kept talking. Something happened to my audio in the middle of the class. And then finally someone wrote to me and said, we can't hear you. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't hear me? I'm chatting away, right? So the chat, you should keep an eye on it. But if you click on it, it turns on and it occupies a big portion of your screen, right? So you don't need to keep it clicked on. You can click again off, and then you just see only the little lines that appear. And then when you actually want to speak, to say something, you can click, you know, if you want to read someone's comment from above or whatever, you can click on it and turn it on, but you don't need a key. So it's an on and off kind of situation. You click it once, it turns on, click it once, it turns off. Same with the participants. I had you guys turn on the participants earlier on. Many of you guys came in a little bit later than that. So everyone turn on your participants, because this is the time when I need you guys to put your entire name and last name. And most of you guys have your full name, but a couple of you guys like Valerie or Charlie, you need to put your entire name. So let me show you how to rename yourselves. And for the most part, most of your names are yourself. Sometimes you sign in with someone else's computer and then I see someone that's not on my roster sign in. So how you do that is you go to the participants, you hover over your own name. And if your name is fine, then just do this anyway, just to learn how to do it. When you hover over your own name, you'll see that you have an option for more. A little arrow comes up under more. You click on more. And if you go down that list, one choice is to rename yourself. And when you rename yourself, you can put in your full name. Perfect. Now I will be in Liz, for example, you're in with your full name on one, and so it's fine. The other can stay as Liz, no problem. I need to have the name that's on the roster so that later I can give you attendance. And now, what's that? Somebody say something?
How to get there.
Turn on the participants button. But your name is on fine. Some people have their name on wrong in their Zoom. It's someone else's computer or someone else signed in when used another meeting and they're sharing a computer. And then you appear as, you know, your partner's name, your roommate's name. So then they need to change it every time. But you guys all appeared pretty much automatically with your right names. So that shouldn't be a problem. All right. So the last, technical thing that I'm going to say, and then we're going to launch into how to get Photoshop, is that this class is being recorded. You might have noticed that when I let you in, it warned you, this class is being recorded. So this is one of the reasons people love and adore being online and all these classes, because guess what? You'll have an entire week to review the whole recording. And I have discovered that when it comes to computer programs, people, you might not want your meditation class to be recorded, but you probably do want your computer class recorded, because then you can practice and redo assignments or practice that thing that I showed you on another photo. So I'll be giving you at the end of every week. It takes me many hours to compile the recording and upload it and set it up, and I will give you a link, and then I'll show you now where to find the links. I won't be sending it to you. You'll have a place online now where you'll find it always. And that's another thing I need to show you. I need to show you Photoshop, and I need to show you where all of the class files are. and the class recording links are. Now, these class recordings are private. So it's not like the world can see you unless you happen to share the link with someone. It's only people who are in this class who will be seeing you in the class, okay?
Diana, sorry, how do I get rid of the list of participants? I
Okay,
can't
so
get rid of it.
click on the participants button again. So in the bottom where it says participants, click on the participant button, it turns on, it turns off. Same with
Thank
chat, on and off, on and off.
Okay.
Okay, all the buttons down there are pretty much on and off kind of things. All right, cool. Now, how to get Photoshop? There's two ways. I'm going to share my screen again. And Photoshop is part of a whole group of programs that you need to have a subscription to. So you can't purchase it outright anymore. The only version of Photoshop you can purchase is Photoshop Elements. And you are welcome to purchase Elements. It's about $79, $69 if you find a sale. Once I remember I found it for $45 somewhere and everyone ran off to buy it. So that's fine if you have Elements. In person, I can usually guide you and because it looks very different. But if you're online, it's very hard for me to guide you with Photoshop Elements because things are visually different and I'm not seeing your screens all the time. So for the online courses, you're welcome to have Elements to use it at home and to figure out how to adapt. But I can't be constantly, I won't be demoing it. I will be using the real Photoshop. Now, Photoshop comes in a whole suite. And if you try to go to adobe.com, you don't need to do this, by the way, this is just a show and tell for a second. Go to adobe.com, this part is show and tell. If you go to adobe.com, it gives you options to purchase, but I'm bringing you here only to show you what not to do. So what you're buying is the Creative Cloud, and you go to students and teachers. And even if you do this, you'll discover that the price is $20 a month for students and teachers instead of $53, which is for the rest of the people. So $20 a month is still like $240 a year. What you get though is a whole bunch of programs for that price, right? All of these programs that I'm scrolling down is what you get. So now for people who professionally need all those programs, that's great. They need it. It's a good deal. But what you need is less than that. So as a different place that I'm going to send you to buy the same program for $39 for 6 months or $80. I think they stopped selling the $80 for a year. I think now it's $39 for 6 months and you need to renew it. So that's way cheaper, way cheaper than the Adobe's student price. Or if you don't need Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, like if you don't need all the other stuff, which some of you really don't ever want all the other stuff. And I teach classes and all the other stuff. So you can ask me about them and I can tell you what they do and I can tell you how to learn about them. But you have another option, which ends up being actually at this point, probably more same price, which is to buy only the photo version. And you get Photoshop and Lightroom and Bridge, which remember in the email I told you about Bridge. I know someone wrote to me about not knowing anything about Bridge, but you'll learn it here. I'm sorry, I had so many emails this week that I didn't get a chance to answer all of you guys. So you pay $9.99, I believe, for just these programs for a reduced version. But $9.99 a month is still, it's the same price as getting all of them at the student price for $39.99 for 6 months. It's even cheaper. So I still recommend that while you're a student. Now, what classifies you as a student? Just being in this class classifies you as a student, and then you keep that qualification as student for a whole year, even if you only took this one class. Okay, so it's not like when this class ends, suddenly you won't have the system anymore. So it's the way to buy this program. If you're going to buy it, you don't have to buy it for this class, but if you're going to buy it, let's go to collegebuys.edu. And I'm going to put this in the chat, collegebuys.edu. So let me, I'm going to put this in the chat. I need to go find my chat. Give me a second, because when I share my screen, my chat is somewhere else. Here we go. So collegebuys.edu. Uh-oh. Collegebuys.edu. Why are you having trouble finding that site? Oh, sorry. It's collegebuys.org. I apologize. It's collegebuys.org, not edu. Oh. Am I still having issues?
No, it came. I came on my phone. I have College Buys. Oh, but then it switches over to Foundation CCC.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what it should do. I don't know why I am having trouble. But
Diana, it's because the S in the HTTP is there, so that has to be taken out. And when I took that out, it came out to the Foundation for California.
oh, because I'm on Firefox. I don't normally do this on Firefox, and it's putting it in automatically. I'm not putting it in myself. There we go. All right. So when you do collegebuys.com, this is only for California community colleges, which Center City College is part of. And you can buy all kinds of software for really, really cheap prices as a student. So you head over to where it says for students and you click on shop now. And you select what state you're in. It used to be only California. Now more colleges are joining. You say you're a student, you submit. I know for some of you guys, it's like, what? I'm a college student? Yes, you are. Now you are. And then here you come, here you go. And as you can see, there's laptops, there's other kind of programs, but one of those is the Adobe Creative Cloud. You can buy it for the Mac or for the PC, but see how here it says from $39.99. So you can also go here to where it says Adobe, or you can go over here, Creative Cloud, click on this. And again, you cannot buy this. I will show you now how not to buy this and still use the program, but a lot of people, when they see the price, decide to buy it. So I'm just showing you the process. So now you have to select your school. And so you go down and select Santa Barbara City College. There it is. Okay. And then it gives you the price. And this is where it tells you that it would be $39.99 to buy the subscription. Now over here, you need to say, please select 6 months. And here's the key. You have to put in your EDU email address here. And this is the part that people make a mistake with. And Karine, when you said you were having issues with the account, this is where I said, I'm going to show you maybe what needs to happen. But some people you put in your Gmail or anything like that. So let me show you what is your EDU. What is your school email address? It is your username, whichever one the school gave you. And if you don't know your username, I have your usernames for you. So I can tell you what your username is at pipeline.sbcc.edu. So that is your, I wish I could delete your school email address. You're buying this as a student. You cannot put your personal email there. So does everyone know their username, their pipeline username? Yes. If you don't know it, say no, I can retrieve it for you. Okay. So username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. So copy that down if you don't have all that back part, if you haven't used it yet. And that's what you put in here. All right. Now, once you do that and you say that you want to buy it, you have to choose your school again. It's not as simple. If you were to go to Adobe, you just kind of put in your credit card and you got it, right? But There's a few more steps to doing it this way, but it is so much cheaper. All right. So once you buy it this way, you say buy, purchase, shopping cart, put in your credit card. That you probably have already done already. It says you must have an EDU address to order this product. Okay, so what happens next? They are going to check in with the college, make sure you're a student, which you all are. In fact, right now, Thomas, I don't know if you're registered in some other class, but right now you might not qualify until you register for the class. Hi, Peggy. Nice to see you. So what people make a mistake in right now is that once they buy this, you start to wait for you to receive an email, but you're going to get your email at your pipeline email address. Okay, it's not going to come to your Gmail or Yahoo or whatever you have. It's going to come to your pipeline because you gave them your pipeline email address. So you need to go check your pipeline email address. So I'm going to take you to do that because that's also where all the class files are going to be. And I need you guys to figure out how to find all of the class recordings and everything like that. It's in the same place that you can, it's in Pipeline. It's in Pipeline that you'll be able to get not only your email, but also all of the class files and class recordings. So that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to head up here and I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to go to sbcc.edu and hit return. Those of you who like to write more, you can write pipeline.sbcc.edu and you get straight there. But if you just want to write sbcc.edu, then over here on the left, you see a big P for pipeline. Click on that and you will be in the pipeline login. Hopefully you have all been here to register or for some reason, but if you haven't been in here yet, this is how we're going to have to get the class files and this is the recordings and everything. So please let me know if something is not working. So Vic, I'm seeing a no. Is that from before or is something, are you stuck on something? Vic? I don't know if you can hear me, Vic. If you're speaking, you're muted and you're blacked out. So I don't know if you're speaking. I'm going to go ahead and clear your feedback. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The question was, I don't have my username.
Okay.
I have to contact you later to get it.
Okay. Yeah. I can get it to you in a second. I'm opening up the roster and I'll get it to you as soon as it opens up. Okay. Now, when you come in here and here we go, big, perfect. Okay, your username is V Parvin. V Parvin. That was easy.
And I have to create my own password?
No, if you've never come here before, you can't log in. You first have to sign in.
Okay.
So you need to probably, well, try. No, you have it. Try, put B Parvin. And no, you don't have it, but you have to find account. When you try to log in, it'll say that you don't have an account or something like that. And it'll say,
okay, sign
in and you need to create the account. Now, one of the things is that if this becomes complicated for any reason, when you first try to sign in, sometimes the people from the front office have to help you, give you a number. They're trying to change that, but there's still a number that you might not have that they need to give you. So if so, I'll tell you who to contact in the admissions to let you in. But meanwhile, try it with that username and see if something happens. Okay. All right. So beginning to let the people in who are coming in at 10. Anyway, so go ahead and those of you who can log in. If you can't log in, like Vic, say no so that I'm aware of that. And then that is a whole nother set of issues. Once you're in here, this is the initial page of Pipeline. There's two places you need to know. You need to know this student tab right there. and you need to know this email right here. Let me actually put a little brighter light on the tip of my mouse so that you guys can see my mouse a little bit better. See this little red ball that's floating around? That's my mouse now.
Yes.
Okay, so here's your email. If you want to pick up Pipeline email, which now if you actually went ahead and buy the program from College Buys, you'll have to come over here and you'll have to then pick up from here the email from College Buys. And then that's it all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you guys decide if that's what you're gonna do. Then by next Friday, you should have it all installed. So what you have to do is once you get that email, follow the email instructions to the T. There's codes you need to type in. There's stuff you need to do based on that email, and then you'll be fine. Okay. But just don't ever get confused with using your personal email. That's where it messes up, and then you have to get in, and Adobe's like, well, I don't know, because I didn't sign you up. You didn't sign up through Adobe. So it becomes a little bit of an issue with the account. So then what you need to do is get onto the Santa Barbara City College tech support people who sometimes know how to figure out how to get you out of that. Okay, so now we don't need email right now. We need to just back up to, so go to your backup arrow so that we can get back to Pipeline, or if it opened in a different tab, head over back here to Pipeline. And now let's go to the student tab. I see your hand is up, Griselda. You have a question?
Yes, it's because I cannot do anything when you say do this and that. It doesn't let me do anything because your screen is on my window.
Okay.
I can't do anything.
So can you, you need to hit the escape key, top left key of your keyboard to make sure first.
Oh, okay, yes.
And now go with your mouse or whatever you're using to the corner and move all my examples sideways. So you need to make me smaller. That way you can open your own browser on the side and do all of this on the side.
Can I share my screen with you, Diana, so you can help me with that? Because I can.
Actually, one second. Let me say hi to Rashmi. Hi, Rashmi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Hi, Jacob. Hi, Mary. So some of the people who are showing up for 10 p.m. are showing up right now. So I just wanted to say hi to everyone. And I actually know other people, but I have not met you yet, Rashmi, have I? Or
Well, I have.
You were, oh, and in this, yeah, you were in my
Illustrator class.
Yes, in my Illustrator class. There you go. You haven't been in my Photoshop class yet, but everyone else, nice to see you guys. We're almost there. I'm showing people how to get into their Pipeline account, and then we'll get working. But back to Griselda now, who was asking me a question. Let me let Ed in. So Griselda, when you share your screen for Photoshop, I will totally be able to help you. But if what you have is Zoom problems, when you share your screen, I won't see Zoom. Zoom doesn't share itself. It's so bizarre. Give it a try anyway. Maybe it'll work. There's one person I know, Dot, who is in this class and who will be showing up soon, that when she shares her screen, I see her Zoom class, her Zoom boxes, and maybe you happen to be one of those. But this is a good example, by the way, because Griselda said, can I share my screen with you? And this is what you're gonna have to do in class. You're gonna have to be sharing your screen when you run into trouble, right? So did you notice that I stopped sharing my screen first? So if you wanna share your screen, you need to warn me first. So I'm gonna stop my screen. Okay, hi, Anne. Nice to see you. Hi, Ed.
Hi there.
All right, so when you're running into trouble, you need to be the ones to share your screen. And it's a two buttons you need to press. So Griselda, do you know how to share your screen, or do you need me to walk you through it? There you go. She shared her screen. So the screen that you're seeing right now is Griselda's screen, okay? And so now we can see her computer and we can help her with. But you're in this Zoom area. Head over to the left where I see your inbox, like the left tab. Yeah, click on that one. No, that's your personal one. So head over to the next one on the right. Your Photoshop class begins. Click that one. This is still your personal email. Okay, so on the far, no, this is this is your pipeline email. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to, you can close the launch meeting Zoom tab. You need to open a new tab, and that new tab, you need to go and type sbcc.edu.
Ooh, pretty.
Okay, hit return or enter, and then hit that big old P for pipeline on the left side of the screen. Forgot to bring myself water and my mouth is getting dry. All right, and there you go. Perfect. All right, now there, the student tab, now where she is where everyone should be, in the student tab, and I haven't moved forward from here. So
I'm not there. Help.
All right.
I have one screen,
Mhm.
my laptop.
Yeah, everyone here has one screen. Some people are lucky enough to have two screens, but I'd say 99% have one screen. So what you need to do, once again, is find a way to,
Escape.
I can't teach you until I'm one-on-one with you on how to use your computer, right? So at this point, if I can't get you to grab the corner of that, you're just gonna have to watch and wait until break time. And then during break time, I'll try to see if I can help you move that sideways, because on your same screen, you'll end up with me on one side and Photoshop on the other side. And I can't, or whatever I show you on the other side. So right now, unless you can figure that out, you know, one other thing I need to then you have to wait for me. And then one thing I really need you guys to do is to turn off any other program you have running on your computer, right? So if you have a ton of other stuff running, you need to close all the other stuff. All right, so now Griselda is showing us, in fact, thank you. So see how Griselda is making her browser look like it fills only half her screen, Corinne?
No, I don't see. Just
okay, no, but what I'm saying is look at the screen that she's sharing. See how she has a browser that only fills half of the screen, the other half is that car with the red.
Yeah.
On that other half, we see the car and we see a background. She is seeing Zoom on the other side, but Zoom doesn't share itself. So what she has is half the screen with Pipeline and the other half the screen is where you're going to have Zoom. And again, it's the only thing in this entire class that I'll never be able to show you and that we'll have to figure out because I can't.
Okay, but right now I have, sorry, I'm able to do, oh dear, on the view options, side by side where you're very small. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can put your hand right in between those two and shift that so that it becomes a bit more even.
Okay, the arrow does, yeah, I can make kind of half. And then you're saying, I would divide. So
that's still the Zoom screen. What matters is not my face. You don't need to see me. You need to see the Zoom screen. What you need is extra space. Okay, extra space.
Use the square here to go to minimize your own screen like that.
Yeah, but that's your browser screen, and the issue she's having is with the Zoom screen. And that's the one that I don't know how to explain to her without I don't want to do it. I'm going to stop doing that right now because I have, 25 people in here right now. So for this part, you need to keep watching. Okay, so now, everyone, Griselda, you stopped sharing, perfect. So guys, I just want to say for a minute before I continue, I want to welcome all of you guys who showed up at 10. Those of you who just showed up, which I think I've said hi to everyone. I haven't said hi to Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mary. I think I'd always said hi, Dot. Hi, Ellen. All right. So I just want you guys to know, Jacob, everyone who just showed up at 10, who has been in my classes before and who knows this whole part by heart, good news. I have every single image that I'm bringing to today's class is completely new. You have never seen. All our assignments are new. Everything is like, yay. So bear with me and be patient. I am now going to march everyone over to the Pipeline account. We're almost there. And we're going to have people download their images. And then we're going to open up VDI for people who don't have Photoshop. So we're all going to do this together. And then we'll decide whether you experienced people are going to hang on today for the rest of the beginning class. Some of you need the reminder and some of you are like, no, that's fine. I'll play with these images and I'll come in next Friday. And I'm okay with that because today is still going to be at the very beginning. But first, let's get all, and then let me know when you're leaving, okay? And don't forget to go sign in on the chat. Okay, so I see some of you guys are saying that. Good morning, Ed and Liz, but the rest of you guys who just showed up, remember to go to the chat and say hi. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. And we are going to head over to our student icon. I have others. I have faculty and employee and stuff like that that you don't have. But I have a student tab that you do have. And then once you click on that, head down to the word student resources and click on that. Click on student resources. All right. Now, from student resources. All right. All right, cool. Now, once you're in student resources, if you are here, good, keep moving. If you don't see student resources, then you need to raise your hand. Luisela, you raised your hand or is that from before? Your sound is up. Is it from before? Okay, so I'll clear the feedback. All right, so now here under student resources on the far right, you see this thing that says Google Drive. I need you to click on Google Drive. All right, now when you click on Google Drive, if this is your first time here in the school's Google Drive, this is your Pipeline accounts Google Drive, it's a place that holds stuff. You might have a ton of stuff here, you might have 0 things here. Depending on how much you've used it, it does not matter. You're not going to be putting things in here. I already put things in here and I have opened my folder up to be seen by all of you guys, except for Thomas, because Thomas, you only can see it if you're registered into the course. So you're going to have to watch this piece until you get registered because it opens up to the course members. So here on the left side, click on the word shared drives. Now, if I've lost you, if you don't know where I am, please go ahead and give me a little notice and try to have your sound off if you are not speaking. Okay, because I'm hearing background sound sometimes. It comes from you, Barbara. I just muted you. But in general, if you have a dog barking or something, please keep your sound off. But then don't forget to turn it on when you talk with me. All right. So if you're in your shared drives, give me a yes. If you're not there, give me a no. And then Liz, you have a question? Oh, yep.
Yeah, sorry. I am so I am first of all on an iPad. I do have a school computer. It's not properly set up yet. I'm gonna have to work on that for next week. But I am not, I'm trying to.
Okay, so
nothing was in the file. Nothing is in my Google Drive.
Liz, in the shared drives, have you clicked on shared drives?
I'm trying, and let me try this one more time.
Not in my drive, but in shared drives.
Oh, okay, wait, shared drives. Okay, there's one group.
Yeah, and you should be seeing something called Photoshop shared drive.
Got it, thank you.
You should be seeing this thing called Photoshop shared drive. It'll look different on yours. I have so many because these are all the classes that I teach, but you should see one called Photoshop shared drive. Once you see it, give me a yes. If you don't see it, give me a no, okay? And then I'll start. Okay, so Vic, what's your situation?
As I said to you, I don't have my password. I have to later on.
Oh, the password. The password, yeah, the login.
That's fine.
Okay. Thomas, you won't
Diana.
have it because this is shared to the class. So Vic and Thomas don't have it right now. Who else just called my name?
Rashmi, this is Rashmi,
Yes, hi
Diana.
Rashmi, yes.
And I don't know if you got a chance to check your email. I was registered and then unregistered because the class is full.
Oh, yes. and
So I
emailed
don't
you.
see any drive option anywhere for me.
Yeah,
in
so
my pipeline.
I responded you and I forwarded, did you see all my responses? You need to follow up. I sent your case to the admissions people, but you need to follow up, make a form. I gave them permission to sign you up even though the class is full, but you need to fill out the form and send it in. So check
Oh,
your
you
email.
know that they said that they can't do it because the class is full, so you
No,
have to talk to your
that's-
director.
No, I already sent that to you. Go to your email. I sent you a form signed by me that you need to now fill out. That's my permission. That's what they need, and then they'll let you in. Okay? So check my
Okay.
latest email, look at the attachment, download the PDF, fill it out. I've already signed it. I've already sent the email giving you permission, but you need to do that step yourself. All right, so Rashmi, and you don't see it either. It's fine if you don't see it because you're not in the class yet, okay?
Okay.
Griselda, you have you are not seeing it under student shared drives? So have you tried My Drive or Shared Drive? Let me see. So Garcia, you are in the class, so you should be seeing it. Okay, go ahead now and share your screen with me so I can see if I can find it for you because you are registered. So Thomas, what happened to you is the same thing that happened to, I'm looking at the roster now, the same thing happened with Rashmi. Somehow or another, you and Rashmi, although you seemingly registered for the course, you are both not in the course right now. And this has happened in the past. It's really bizarre and I don't know what happens, but you need to be registered again. And meanwhile, I'm waiting for you to share your screen, Griselda. Please share your screen while I'm talking to Thomas. Hi, Lisa. Oh, I'm sorry that you're got COVID, but guess what? You can still be in our class as long as you feel good enough because you're online. Of course, I don't know if you feel good enough, but if you feel good enough, for better or for worse, I hope you get better soon. Yeah, so Thomas, I need to send you the same, I'm looking at the roster now and you're in the same situation as Rashmi. I need to send you a form allowing you into the class before you can try to sign up. Okay, so Thomas, can you hear me? Give me a little yes if you got what I said. Griselda, go to your shared with me. So go down. Right now you're selecting My Drive. See on the left where it says is blue, it says My Drive. So go down to, it says shared with me. No. Not on My Drive. So click on that again to close that. Yeah. And then, yeah. And then two down, one down there, shared with me. Click on that, shared with me. And you're in your personal drive here. You don't seem to be in the school drive. Go up to the little round on the right. Yeah, go to the far right of this window. Don't go there. No. Just to the far right where you see a round button above reading list, go to the right, keep going to the right. Move your mouse to the right, move your mouse to the right. Okay, you need to, Griselda, all the way to the right where it says reading list, keep going, move to the right. No, that's left, right side, a la derecha, bien arriba, ahí. Y ahora ese circulito redondo, arriba, un circuito redondo. Yeah, that's your account, click on that. Okay, now you need to sign in, manage your Google, you need to add in the bottom, go all the way to the bottom where it says add. Oops, no, not manage your account. Click on that again and all the way to the bottom where it says add. Yeah, and you need to Google Chrome. It's easiest to go through Pipeline, but you can sign in and click and put in your Pipeline email address now. Which is, I think, 3 Gs. 3 Gs Garcias at pipeline.sbcc.edu. And now say next, and then put in your school password, and then you'll be in your Pipeline Google Drive. That was your personal shared drive. So remember, the only issue you're gonna have here is always making clear that you're in your Pipeline. Now, if you go through Pipeline, like I told you, then you will only be in your Pipeline Google Drive. But if you go to the thing you always have open, that might be your Gmail, some other email address, okay? All right, so now head over and say accept to that. Yeah, and then head over to Pipeline, which is the big old P. We were there before on the left. And now you have your student. Go to student. Right under the word pipeline. Yeah, resources, 2 down. Oops. The second choice down is student resources. Yep. And then on the far right, you see the little Google. Yeah. Down there, that's your student Google Drive. Cool. We'll be taking a break soon once we're done with getting in here. Just click on it. You're clicking and holding, so you need to do a longer click. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're on the icon, you're right. Cool. So now confirm that it's you because it's the first time you sign into this school Google Drive. And now on the left, go to shared with me, which is 2 down or 3 down or 4 down. To the left where it says my drive, keep going down until you see on the left where you see my drive, very far left, far left, far left. Left is the other side. Yep. And there we go. Shared with me. Click on that. And now you can scroll to, why are you not having my shared folder? This is your school drive because I see Norma stuff. This is your school stuff. All right. So this, see, now you are in the right place and now you are not seeing it and you are in the class because you are on the roster. So I need to see what's up there. So, all right. So let me make a note. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff. Griselda doesn't have shared drive. So I am going to let you in individually, Griselda, now, but I need to change that. So give me a second, everyone, because I'm having to add her to the drive because she's not showing up. Manage members. Okay, since I'm putting you in individually now, Griselda, and I'm just putting you in now instead of, last night, like I put everyone else in. So it'll take a little bit. Refresh your page now and go up
Is
to
she
the
in
refresh.
shared drives, not shared with me?
Oh, you're right. Why am I saying that? Go to shared drives. I even sent her to shared with me. My brain is go to shared drives, which is one down from shared. Thank you. And Photoshop shared drive, you do have it. Oof. Thank you. Who said that? Who brightly, intelligently, and awesome, and thank you. Yeah. Eagle Eye Ann or Peggy.
Ann did it first.
Ann did it. You all are awesome. Whoever, thank you for my experienced students. There's your Photoshop shared drive, double click and get in there. Okay, you might want to close, you have, yeah, you can close on the right side, you have all that Photoshop shared drive activity and it's in your way, but whatever. There you go. You kind of have to see further to the right to close all the details. It's the info that is using that big column. All right. Let me stop my screen. You're sharing. Everyone got to this place, which is a good point where I'm going to just show you this. It was in shared drives, not shared with me. Now Ed had said it on the screen. Thank you. I don't know why I had began to say shared with me. Ugh. It was brain glitch. Let me let me share my screen now. And okay, so here you go. Most of you guys are seeing your screen this way, meaning you're seeing these big boxes, okay, which you can scroll up or down. Some of you guys, like Griselda, have clicked on this thing in the past somehow or another, and you are seeing a list of names. Either way, it's exactly the same information. It's just you're seeing it by file name, or if you click on that little kind of B panel, now you're seeing it back as images. And I'm just showing you that because depending on how you access this, you're seeing it one way or the other, okay? So go ahead, and this is the place where we're going to take a break. Those of you who own Photoshop at home have to download something, and then you can go on break. If you do not own Photoshop at home, you do not need to do this. All right, so let me tell you what you need to do. You'll see that there's something here that's called download. Don't double click. It's called download. If you double clicked by mistake already and you open it up, it's a bunch of images, okay? If you did that, you need to back up because you can't download from here. You need to be seeing that this way. If you are looking at it in this mode, then it's this folder that looks like that. If you're seeing it in this mode, it's this little line that looks like that. Only if you own Photoshop, or if you're about to buy it this week, right? So you're going to have it for next class. Then you need to go to this folder and right click on this folder and head down to the word download and wait for it to download, okay? So I'm going to show you again. You right click, and if you don't know how to right click on your mouse, it's the right side of your arrow of your mouse. If you have a laptop, you need to push two buttons, 2 fingers down on your pad. 2 fingers down gives you the right click, and then you'll see this list of choices. And once you see this list of choices, you click download. And when it says download, it'll start down here. You see how it says preparing download zipping one file? It's going to take a while. And when it's done, it's going to end up in your downloads folder on your computer. And then I'll help you find that. So again, if you own the program or you're going to buy it this week, please download these files. If you do not own the program and you're not going to buy it, I will show you how to get Photoshop. And when you do it in that way that I'm going to show you, you will have the files ready to go because the school already has the files up and running for the Photoshop people who are using the school folder. Okay, so for those of you who are, I'm going to clear the feedback. I know, Karine, you raised your hand, so I'm going to answer in a second. Everyone else, give me a yes. If you're downloading your files, give me a no. If you do not have Photoshop and you will not buy it, and I know then that you will be using VDI, and I will then teach everyone how to use VDI to access Photoshop, okay? So it's a no if you will not buy it and you do not own it. And it's fine to be there. I will be using VDI. So if that's you, then give me a no. And if you are downloading the files, give me a yes. Everyone has to vote so that I know where you're at, okay? Go ahead and do it with your emoticons, okay? So Mary, do you know where your reactions are to give me a little no on your screen? And Rashmi, you're telling me that you will download it when you have access, okay? So while people are working on downloading their files, Karine, yes, what's your question? I can't hear you.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
All right. Okay, so because you should be lost because you told me you couldn't do this. That's
right.
Yeah.
But I went.
So I'm about to give everyone a break, and then I'm yours. So give me 1 minute. I won't take a break, but everyone else will take a break, and then I'll be just yours. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else who hasn't answered? Liz, oh, you answered. Liz, your hand is up. Yeah.
I can't seem to get them all to download at once. It might be because I'm on the iPad, but I don't have that. I don't have an option to.
No, stop. You can't download them on an iPad. Also, one thing that stopped me is you said that you're setting up the school computer. Does that mean that you have a Chromebook?
So I got a Chromebook yesterday from the school because I
That's
mean,
fine.
I have Photoshop on my iPad, and I would really prefer to use it there because my workflow is definitely focused here.
Okay,
But I won't be able to use all the.
I will not be able to teach you how to use Photoshop on the iPad because that means I would have to have an iPad connected and demoing on an iPad. And as you can see, demoing even on one item is different enough. But if for class, okay, someone's speaking with their sound. So turn your sounds off, everyone. Okay, thank you. So Liz, if you learn how to do it on the real, let's call it on the desktop Photoshop, you will then be able to transfer your skills to do it on the iPad. You see what I mean? Because of how it works, once you know how to do it here, then you'll be able to find how to do it on the iPad. I do not have an iPad for demo, not even the school. I petitioned for one, but the school doesn't have an iPad for demo. So I just cannot demo iPad.
Okay, and is it that different if I've had a background? Like I years ago used Photoshop and Illustrator, so I thought I might be able to adapt on my own. But I will definitely try and get it working on the computer. It's just I just got this and I think it needs to be upgraded. And
right, so once on the Chromebook, so anyone else, I forgot to ask about Chromebook. I just said PC or Mac, but a Chromebook isn't one or the other. Chromebook is not PC nor Mac, it's a Chromebook. And I forgot to ask about that. So on the Chromebook, you will use VDI, is what I'm saying. You cannot download, you're not going to be buying the program, you're going to use VDI. Okay, so you say no, and you're on the VDI team. So the no is VDI team or not buying the program using the school. Okay, so that's a no. Perfect. Griselda, your hand is up. I can't.
Yes, I am on my computer, personal computer, but I don't know if I have the Photoshop program in this computer. Do you know how can I check?
Yeah, if you never purchased it, if you're not paying every month, then you don't have it. You need to pay, you would know, right? If you're paying, otherwise, if you can go to the bottom, you're on a PC, you can go to the start menu and just write the word Photoshop and see if it pops up. But
if it's
you would have to be paying because it's not something that you buy once and you own. If you have one that's really, really old because you bought it like before 2012, it's too old for this class.
So use that BD. Okay, I'll just go for that school. Okay.
For the school program. So put yourself on a no. No means you'll be using VDI.
Okay.
So no isn't bad. It's just the way to distinguish who's at home and who's on VDI. Okay, Anne, your question?
You said, I might have missed a step there. When you split a screen, is that when you like open one screen and then you have two side by side? Like I have two screens open, but when I click on one, it comes on top of the other one? Or was I supposed to shrink one down and put it side by side?
Ideally, if you can handle clicking on having them appear and disappear and you're comfy with that, that's fine. Most of the times people like to shrink them so that you just constantly see my sample and then you constantly see yours, but then you'll have to shrink them. But if you have a very small screen, that does become a little bit uncomfortable. So then you can just kind of flip back and forth. So whatever's more comfortable to you.
But they're not on one, so they're side by side, like.
Yeah. On one side, you need to have Zoom and on one, your own browser. And soon your own Photoshop when it's open. So some people prefer to flip back and forth between them.
Yeah.
And some people prefer to have them side by side. If you have a bigger screen, it's probably more comfortable.
So they're two separate things. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That answers it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Anne, are you going to be a yes for having your own application or a no and you're using VDI? I need to know.
Am I the only Anne?
Yep.
Oh, I thought I put yes.
No, there's an Anne with an E. Oh,
that's-
because you haven't, no, you might have put yes, I guess, but since you raised your hand, I don't see the, I see only the raised hand now. So flip it back to it. Yes, perfect. Thomas, your hand is up. And after this, I'm gonna call for a break. Thomas?
I have two questions, but they're
Yeah.
personal ones. Should I wait and speak to you during the break?
Yes, I'm gonna take up the whole break with Corinne. So if it's, but sure, go ahead.
Okay,
and
so
wait.
two questions.
The
One
personal, wait
is-
for the personal one for break. And then the other one is?
Not sure which is which.
Okay,
But
whatever.
I can't do anything until I get permission from you to enter the class, and you're gonna send that to me, and then I can get registered and be in the pipeline and have a
Yeah,
password and
you
all
know,
that, right?
yes and no. You can do everything we're gonna do today. After this, you can't download the files. That's all you can't do. But do you have Photoshop on for your own? Otherwise, if you do VDI, you'll have the files anyway.
Well, that's the second question, which is that, I think you just answered it. I have Photoshop CS5.
CS5 works for a lot of what we're gonna do, not everything. I'd say it works for 80% of what we're gonna do.
Okay,
So
I can go ahead
if,
and get started then.
if I'm gonna be teaching you something you can't use, remind me, oh, I have CS5, and then I'll try to remember how it was 12 years ago. And if not, you might have to do VDI for the stuff that's newer. Okay,
Well, I do intend to get the Creative Cloud, but obviously
Okay.
I may not have it all set up by next week because it also involves getting a new computer, so.
all right. Yeah, I know it does. It takes up a lot of energy. Okay, so guys, here's the deal. For those of you who have been in my class before and you've downloaded the files and you know all the beginnings, a lot of you guys who showed up at 10, you're welcome to come back from break and listen to my dulcet tones, or to not come back from break and come back next Friday, because after break, I'm going to be telling people how to use the computers from VDI, and then we're going to open Photoshop and Bridge. So all the basic stuff. Now, if you don't remember some of that basic stuff, because maybe you took the class a year ago, then hang in there, come back from break. But if you do remember all of that, then I'll see you next Friday. This is only to those people who do not, who have been in my class at least, more than one time. If you're new to my class, even if you know Photoshop, you don't know Bridge and how we're going to handle the program, then please stay. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, with a caveat that it might, most of the times it'll be 15-minute break. Today it'll be 10, just because I'm trying to move the class forward, because this is the first class, is always the one that feels like we need to push with a little bulldozer, and then after that it flows. So what time is it? It's 10:34. So be back by 10:44, let's say 45 by the time I'm done. So that's when break will be over. So you can, I'm gonna mute you all. You don't need to sign out or anything. And be back in 10 minutes. And I might end up telling you to take an extra few minutes if I'm still working with Thomas and Corinne and whoever else has any questions. Now, Thomas and Corinne, I forgot to bring myself any liquids, so I need to go and get my liquids and come back, because my voice is drying up. So I'll be back in, actually, I'm going to heat up my coffee. So I'll be back in a minute and a half.
Sure.
So you guys, you have 2-minute break and be back. Get your coffee, get whatever, and
Okay.
come back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
This works. It doesn't. What have I done? Oh God, now what?
Hey, Corinne,
Yeah,
do you can hear me? It's Liz. I just want to say, take a deep breath. Once you get this
so
technical stuff.
frustrated. I'm
No,
so
listen, no.
frustrated.
It's just frustrating because you're frustrated. But
I
if you
need to
take a
go
deep
buy
breath, she's gonna
another
slowly walk you through this. And
I'm
once you
just-
figure it out, you're gonna be just fine.
Okay, thank you, Liz.
All
Thank
right,
you.
you got it.
I feel like
See you in a few
crying.
minutes.
All right, Corinne. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
I've got you on half screen somehow. I
Oh,
swiped you and then I went on to some back windows and logged in, but I can't place the other half so you can see my pipeline. Can I share my screen?
now go ahead and share your screen then, yeah. Go ahead and
Alright.
share your screen.
Problem being, I'm not getting the drop down, so I have to go to the big. All right, share screen. Let me do share screen.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. So right now you're not sharing your
This
Zoom
I'm
recording.
sharing my.
What I am seeing right now is just launch your meeting Zoom, which you don't need
Right.
anymore. So go ahead.
I'm looking for you. Oh dear, I hear
Okay.
your voice, but I don't see you.
It's okay. You don't need to see me when you're sharing your screen. Don't worry. It's just me. My face is just speaking. So when you're sharing your screen, I should just be seeing your screen. That's
Now
all.
what do you see?
All
What do you
right. So
see?
now I'm seeing your Google Drive. Just before I back off, reminder. Are you going to be using VDI or are you going to be purchasing the program?
I want to purchase. I bought it in October.
Oh, you told me
6
you bought
months.
it already. Okay.
And I
Okay, so you
I
need.
can't get
hold
in
on,
because
hold
I
on, hold
missed
on.
it.
Then I need you to download the files. And since we're right here, let's just download the files. So,
Okay.
are you in your Pipeline account right now, or is this a personal account?
I
Okay.
don't know.
All right, so head over to the far right where you see your little face and a round dot up at the top right. Yeah, click
Just
on
a
that.
minute. Yeah.
Click
Wait a
on-
minute.
Just
You're-
click on that. Yeah, there's stuff in the way. Yeah, click
There's
on that.
stuff in the way.
All right,
Okay.
so go down to click on K Anderson 3 pipe. Whoop, you
Oop,
were there. Go back on that again. And you see how underneath you see the Pipeline account? Yeah, click on that. Perfect. All right, now go down to shared drives on the left side. Yeah, click on shared drives and now double click on Photoshop shared drive. And now go to this download spring. You see
download,
right there?
download. No, I don't.
Okay, kind of in the
Yeah,
middle.
oh,
up
yeah,
at the
that
top.
one?
Yeah, so don't open it, don't double click on it, just right click. And to right click on a laptop, put 2 fingers down on your laptop at the same time, 2 fingers down, click. Click there we go. And now go all the way down to the word download.
How many fingers?
Just one.
One click?
Yep.
See, I don't know about no, I didn't do it.
Yeah, try again, single click. You can't do a long click, just a click, like tap.
It didn't take. Wait, let me try it again.
It's downloading. See on the far right, it says
Yeah.
prepare and download. It's downloading. Okay.
Okay.
So now you don't need this anymore. So up there you have a ton of different Google shared drives. You can close all of this now.
Okay, I can close. I'm talking to you.
I know.
close- Go on.
That X, yeah.
I
Click on
never,
that X. Click on that one.
I'm clicking, click it, wait, click
Yeah.
on,
That X, the X that you're on right now. Yeah.
Right there?
Click on that one
Okay.
to close that. Oh,
Oh.
wait, let me say cancel because you're still downloading. So don't say cancel. Say
what
cancel.
about
You have,
pipeline?
nothing will happen until you click on cancel. When the computer asks you something, you cannot do anything else until you answer. And it's saying leave site, leave or cancel. So you need to click on the word cancel.
I don't see it.
Okay. Big old blue button that says leave. Do not click on that. Click on cancel.
Oh.
Right up, right an inch above. Yeah. See how it says
Okay,
leave site and move
okay.
your mouse 1 inch above.
Yeah, now do which one? Leave?
Okay. No, say cancel.
Okay,
Yeah.
can-
Because you're downloading, so you can't cancel until you're done downloading, but you can click
Okay.
on the X's for the other X's.
The other X is like student resource
Yes.
pipeline. I can click out of that one.
Yes.
And what
the-
about shared
and
drive?
that one as well, because that other one is your personal shared drive. So that one's your-
Okay.
Okay. Now, on the far right, again, where
Yeah.
you see your face, far right again. Now,
Mm.
right above that, right above, there's a little, click on that and that'll bring restore down. Yes, cool. So now what happened right now is good. Now go to the right of that and click on that X. So you get rid of that launch window.
Right
Yeah,
there?
Yes. Mhm. Good. Now on the left side, you have a ton of other stuff open as well. So go over to the left again.
Yeah.
Yeah, left
And-
side and close all of that. So go to the right of that window and close on, go to the right. You close that whole window by going to the, keep going, close, 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 and you're done. Yay. Now, the window that still says Photoshop shared drive and whatever, go grab it from the top gray area and pull it out.
I'm trying to do the grabby thing.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right.
Now, so
Now,
that, move it so we can see it. Okay,
well,
now.
now it's the.
Yeah, stop. I know, I can see what's
There.
happening.
Okay, did I
Yeah.
do it?
Yes, perfect. Now it's in the side. You can't see all of it yet. So the gray bar that's empty at the top of that window, that's a place to click and move from. So not where there's icons, none of that.
No.
A little bit higher where it's empty, like right above all those words. Move your mouse to the left. Move your mouse to the left.
I don't have a mouse, so.
Yeah, well, your mouse is, yes, that pointer is the pointer is your mouse, okay?
You
When
mean
say-
here? There, oh,
Yes.
I just got it,
Yes.
I just
Uh-oh.
got a pencil. Wait a minute.
Okay, say escape. Yeah, you
Oh,
grabbed the
dear.
pencil up from the
No.
top. Okay, let me tell you where you got that pencil from. Up at the top, where it says you are sharing your screen. Click on that, go up to where it says you're sharing your screen, a big green thing that says you're sharing your screen.
Yeah,
Okay, go up to that. And then on the left side, there's something that'll show you a little mouse pointer. Click on that to get rid of that pencil, because that pencil will not let you move anything.
I did click on it.
Okay, now you have a mouse again. Good. See how it's an arrow? Now, when I say mouse, I'm talking about that arrow is your pointer, your mouse, okay? Now, exactly where you are, see how there's an empty gray area? That's the perfect spot to click. And now you can drag.
I don't see an empty.
Move
You're looking at my screen, right?
Yes, the tip of your mouse right now, the white mouse or the white pointer. Do you know where it is? Do you see your mouse? Move your finger around and you'll see it. There, see it? There you go. When you move your finger around, see how your pointer is moving? Try it again.
No, it's not moving.
Well, it moved. There it is. It's moving.
I don't
See? There it is. Don't you see your mouse moving?
No, I don't have a mouse.
Okay. I'm going to keep saying mouse because that's what I say. It's that white arrow. It's the pointer. I will keep saying mouse.
Oh, you
It's
mean
your
the cursor?
finger.
You mean the cursor?
Well, it's not a
That I
cursor.
see. Of course
Okay.
I see that.
Great. It's not a cursor. It's a pointer or a mouse. It's not a cursor. Cursor is different. I'll explain to you later. But now when I say pointer or mouse, it means cursor for you. So now you know it's the same thing. Okay. Now put that cursor, which is, it's not a cursor, but it's a pointer, put it in that gray. Move up, move up, move up. Up, up, up. It's 10:47. People have showed up again. So guys, I'm going to need a few more minutes. You're almost, yes. Let me speak to everyone else. Wait, let me speak to everyone else. If you're back because it's past 10:45, I'm going to need a few more minutes. So give me 3 more minutes. I need till, or 5 more, whatever, until 10, the full 15-minute break that I tried to avoid giving. So come back in a few minutes. Okay. Karine, where's your pointer or mouse or cursor? I don't see it. There it is. Okay. Now, if you click and move your mouse, like drag your finger, dragging it up, you will be able to pick this box up and move it. Go ahead and do that. Click and drag your finger around. Click and hold down your finger and drag it.
I did.
Okay, it's not working. All right. Go back to that area, that clear area where you had it before. All right. Now, this is kind of okay in that right now you are seeing your browser on only half of your screen. It's too big though. So select it again, like click on your browser again, just make sure it's selected. And then on your keyboard, hold down the control key. Do you see the control key?
Yeah, but what's my browser?
Please, wait. A browser is the thing that you're using to look at your shared drive. It's something that lets you look at the internet. So this thing that you're looking is your browser. So that's, click on, go ahead and click on, hold your control key.
Yeah.
Down, and then look for your minus key, which is to the left, to the right of your 0, and tap your no. Key. Do not click on that, please, or we'll be back at the beginning. Move your mouse back to the neutral area. Move your pointer, cursor, or mouse to the neutral area that we were in before. A little bit to the left. Nope, a bit to the left where there's no icons.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't see any such.
Okay, move your mouse or your finger about 1 inch to the left right now. And now bring it down onto that neutral gray area. Bit more, 1 other inch to the left, another inch to the left, now down. There's nothing there, perfect. When I say neutral area, that's what I mean.
Mine's white. Sorry, you kept saying gray.
Well, white is what's underneath and gray is that. Oh, okay.
Oh my God, now what?
That's fine. You just clicked on it and minimized it. Go back down to your tab and click on your Google icon, which is the bottom tab. Oh, wait, hold on.
I've messed up.
Hold on. This is good. For the first time, I'm seeing your Zoom. That's good. Oh, do what you do.
All right, just a minute. Sorry, so sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Do again what you just did. Do again what you just did. I need to see. I was seeing your Zoom. It's like, okay, when you're seeing your different, okay,
Did
you're
you
seeing,
see it?
you have a bunch of desktops open. Where is the Zoom right now? Is the Zoom on the right side of your screen? I am seeing palm trees, but you probably have your Zoom there. Yeah,
No, half of my, oh, so you don't see my screen. It's in Google, Photoshop shared.
yes, I do see that, but
Okay.
where are you seeing Zoom? Do you see Zoom anywhere?
I
Is your
see your
Zoom-
face.
You see your face on the right side of your screen?
I see your face on the right
Yes,
side.
that's Zoom. Me, I'm on Zoom. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
what-
so that means that you are separated now. You are
Yes.
seeing two separate things. Good.
Yes.
Now, when you open Photoshop, VDI, whatever you do next, you need to keep in this formation, okay? So that you keep seeing my explanation on the right side and you will be working on the left side in the same
Okay.
place that now it says download, okay?
Okay.
Now, why I had one more request, which you need to follow to the T, which is hold down your control key,
Yeah.
keep it held down, and on your keyboard, do not look at your screen, find the minus, So
Okay.
it's on the right to the right of the 0. Yes, and now tap that minus a few times. Thank you. There you go. Now you can see how now you can see everything. You had everything way too big on your screen. Good.
How
No,
did I-
don't keep going down. It'll get too small. So now keep holding on the control and tap the plus 1 or 2 times because you got a little bit too small. There you go. All right. Now you're not now.
Oops.
Whoops. Now you're going too big. So anyway, you guys, this is something for everyone. The control
Oh my
minus or
God.
control plus. Well, that's
Con-
fine. Now hold the control and tap minus 1 or 2 more times and you'll be fine. Okay. All right.
Like that?
Yeah, that's a bit too small. So maybe 1
Okay.
plus, whatever. I wouldn't be able to see anything so small. All right. Now, the last thing you need to do is to see this entire window. So if you go back to that neutral gray that I call gray that you call white
White.
area,
You white and press that.
the neutral area. Nope, don't press that. That covers your Zoom screen. So go and take that off again.
How do I
Go.
do that?
On the same place where you just clicked on the
Mm.
far right next to the X. And I'm going to go back to the whole class now. So no, not that one. Far right.
Far right.
Far right, your entire
I'm
right of your
trying.
screen, where you see an X on the far right, like the farthest right. Yeah,
That?
up, no, right above that. Yeah, that one. There. So that separated to the side, and now go back to that neutral gray area with your cursor. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, can you click with one finger down, with your left finger, click down.
Mhm.
And with your right finger, see if you can click and move to drag that window.
Try it again.
Yeah, that might work. Okay, that might work. Go grab that window.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
All right, go back to
I'm
that. It's okay, keep going to that right thing and go far to the far right and click on that. And then you're fine. You have, no. You first need to,
Move.
no, you need to go to the far right again and click on that little icon that half size restores your window. Yeah, that one. I guess that restore would work. Click on that. All right, you're fine. This is exactly where you need to be. Now, you turn on the reading list at one point. So go where you see where it says reading lists, go back.
No,
your-
where's reading list? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
Now
there's
what?
there's an X over there. Close that up. You just turn that on and it occupies half your window. There we go. Okay, you're perfect. This is where you need to be. Now, click on that plus sign that you see at the very top of this window, and then you'll be where everyone else will start to be. So,
Plus, I don't see the
okay,
plus.
all right, neutral white area.
Yeah.
Yes, on the left side of that neutral white area, there's a plus sign that opens a
Oh.
new tab. Opens a new tab. Good. Sit still here and now keep following the instructions. I'm going to stop your sharing because you're in the right spot to continue.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Here we go. We have cool. Oh, yeah, Thomas, I figured out that what you needed was my email. Can you send me, Thomas, an email so that when class is over, I see it, because I'm going straight into another meeting and into another class, but I'll have 10 minutes. I'll see your email and I'll send you the form. so that you can sign up to the class again. Okay, Thomas, let me know in the chat or with a thumbs up that you heard what I just said.
Diane, I'm all downloaded and I have a folder on the desktop. Am I done?
If you have your folder and you're downloaded, you are done. I am now going to show
Thank you.
people how to do, BDI and the beginning of Photoshop and Bridge. Okay. So Peggy, Ann, and Dorothy, you guys are awesome. But if you want to leave, be my guests or hang out, as I said, because you have nothing better to do on Friday. But other than that, I know that you know everything that I'll be doing today. Lisa, how are you feeling? Because you also know what we're doing. And with COVID and all, as long as you downloaded the files, you're welcome to also take off or hang out, your choice. All right. Let's continue. So now I have to show you how to get the class files. Sorry, the class recordings. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. So now I'm showing you the same place where we downloaded our files. And you might or not, depending on how your window shows up, you might have some stuff up here at the top that shows you the latest files that are open, like above folders. Some of you have them, some of you don't. It doesn't matter. If you have it, then up at top it'll show. And if not, you scroll to the bottom, the very last of all these files, it says Zoom class recording links. Okay. And sorry, it still says fall 2021, spring 2022. Sorry, I didn't. So go up to the very top of this window, and whenever you see this backwards arrow, you can refresh. And you'll see that at the very, very bottom of all these files, you have the Zoom class recording links. So the one that says spring 2021, again, even though I just changed to 2022, I guess I did a typo. Double click on that file. It does say spring 2022. When you double click on that file, you should see Photoshop Zoom class recording link spring 2022. I'm going to clear my feedback now. And if you found this file and you open it up, give me a yes. If you didn't find it, give me a no. I'm going to show you again, meanwhile, how to find it again. If you are seeing things that where you're reading by file name, then at the very bottom, it's Zoom class recording it spring 2022 or fall 2020. We are in spring 2022. So go ahead and click on that one. In fact, I'm going to move this one somewhere else, but not yet. And now I'm in fact going to move it now so it's not confusing. There we go. So now there's only one to worry about. So it's Zoom class recording links. Now, it's possible that you're not seeing things alphabetically ordered, in which case you need to look for the file called Zoom class recording links. Some people don't have them alphabetized, or they have them upside down. So the file is called Zoom class recording links. Okay, so you open it up and I'm seeing only 3 yeses. So either you haven't found it yet, or you need to look for it. Sorry, you need to mark it no if you can't find it. May Sun. Is it May or May Sun?
May Sun, yeah, May Sun.
Okay.
Yes, when I open that Zoom spring 2022.
Yes.
When I open it, the file shows up as fall 2021.
And you have a lot of links here. Yes.
And then as the date is old date. It is old 2021.
Yeah, so the date, the dates I haven't updated yet. I forgot to update this thing. So the dates, as you can see, are all old. Go ahead.
No, I
You have all
have
the
like a
links.
August
Yeah,
27th.
Yeah, so close that up. Close that up,
Uh-huh.
go back to your drive,
Okay.
refresh, because I just got rid of it.
Refresh.
I made a mistake and I left it on, so I just got rid of
I'm
it.
sorry.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
it's not your fault.
refresh.
It
Yeah.
was me. I
Mhm.
shouldn't have left it there, but I did, my mistake. So refresh, and now that it's refreshed, now, sorry, I left my folder. Once it's refreshed, now you will see only one, and it's the right one. Ah, no, it's not.
No, it still say for
It's still the old
2021.
one.
Yeah.
Ah. Why is that? Okay, guys. Did I throw out the wrong one? Yes, I did. Okay, I got rid of the wrong one. Sorry. So Photoshop shared drive. I got rid of the wrong one. I got rid of the new one instead of the old one. So thanks for pointing that out. And this is the one that I need to move away. Sorry about that. And you're all gonna have to refresh again. All right, so let's do a refresh. Let me make sure that I got the right one up now. Yes, now it's the right one. Okay, sorry about that. So you guys go ahead and refresh. Every time you need to refresh, you can click this little arrow. You can also do Command or Control R for those of you who like shortcuts. This little, backwards arrow up there refreshes your screen. And now you should see the Zoom class recording links spring 2022.
Help.
The file name is wrong. I made the wrong. I was having a link. All right. What you should see on this, and again, since I have since I had the wrong file, I had the wrong name on it. It said fall 2021, but the dates are still wrong. I'm just showing you this, like the dates. The first one says today, 2022, but the rest are 2021 dates. Okay, I need to fix that. All right. So here's the deal. I just want to show you what it's going to look like. When you're done with classes and you need to see what we did today, then you can be Wednesday, as of Saturday, right? Sometimes it's ready Friday night, but for the most part, it takes like many hours to get ready. So if I have another class later, it won't be ready until Saturday morning. Then you can come in here and you'll see the day and you'll see a link like that. And you can click on that link and it'll take you to a YouTube private where it'll show you the whole recording of that class. And as you can see, this is my August 27th recording. That's 3.5 hours long. That the August classes are longer. Ours are going to be 2.5 hours long. That's the recording of the class and you just play it. So say that you want to remember something that I said and you have 3.5 hours of video. It could be kind of like, where do I go in that 3.5 hour video to see only when she talked about yada, yada. So what I recommend is that when you're in class, right, that you can, whenever I'm talking about a new feature that's interesting or something you've never heard of before, just write it down and say at 10:30, she told us how to find the files, for example, right? So then you can go in the recording and know that if a class started at 9, then at 10:30 is an hour and a half in, and you can go over here and find about an hour and a half in, you click in there and then you start an hour and a half in, and then you kind of are a bit closer to finding where that feature is that you want to hear if you don't want to hear the whole class. Now, if you miss a class, you do need to hear the whole thing because I need you, now that the recordings are available, you have to be caught up by the next day. Okay. But that's the best way to use those recordings. When you're missing a class, see the whole thing. And when you just want to review, just kind of remember if you didn't write it down well, this was at the beginning, at the end, and then you kind of move around on the recording. It's a YouTube, as you can see, but it's only people who have, it's not, it's not findable by anyone other than if you have the link. And where you get the link is from this folder. Okay, now today, hold on, Karine. Hold on, Karine, because you were in the right window when you shared with me. I'm gonna stop sharing. Share your screen, and while I keep talking, and I can point you to this, share your screen again. But guys, this one first class, I will email you the link, okay? Because some people are still trying to remember how to even get to the links, right? And when I email you the link, you'll be able to review how to get to the links. But after that, you won't be receiving them in the email. So people kind of sit back and go, you never sent me the video. I will not send any more of the videos. I will only send today's link. The rest are always going to be here. All right. So Karine, on the left side, see where it says Photoshop shared drive, double click on that. The big green and yellow box.
Yeah.
Double click on that. This is where all my files are. Right where you are right now, Zoom class recording links. There it is. Double click on it. It's always going to be on the top left right there, because once I have it set up, it's always going to be the top left. And there it is. I would recommend, once again, go and say,
what do I do with I understand?
Say I understand. Okay, and now I recommend that you do the control minus, because you're seeing it so big you can barely see anything. Yeah, and then on the left side, you have that whole sidebar that's taking up a lot of space. Take that little arrow right above where you are. Yeah, and yeah, get rid of that sidebar. Yeah, good. So there's the folder. This is the document. Now, every week you will have a new link. Now, the most important thing I want to show you is the 3 links I have on top. Okay, because this is your homework for next week, guys.
What 3 links?
There's a box that says how to use VDI if you don't have your Creative Cloud subscription. And on the right side, there's a link. Then how to download the class files, which is what we did today. And then there's a link. And then there's how to access the shared drive for handouts. And it's the same link, because basically I just want people to know that that second video shows you how to download the files and how to access the shared drive, because to download the files, you need to access the shared drive. But the top one is how to use VDI. We're going to do this together now. We're going to do VDI together, but this is something that you're going to have to practice. As homework, for those of you who are new to VDI, I need you guys once a week. So actually, hold on, Karine, I see you shaking your head. Right now, you're in the right place. So what's the shaking your head about, just to know?
Well, I own Photoshop, but I can't get into it. So should I just?
No, that is a different issue. So you need to, maybe after class, I'll have a few minutes. I do need to head into a meeting after class, but I'll help you see what's up with your Photoshop. But that said, the above links of how to get into your handouts, you need to practice. By next week, I'm not going to be repeating this again and again and again. Okay.
Oh God, I'm so confused.
See, that's why.
No. Hold on. We don't need a choir of confusion. I help everyone, but I don't need a whole bunch of negatives. I need a lot of like, I'm going to make it, I'm going to do it, and just positivity. All right. So here's the thing. I will do a lot of the work for you as far as explaining all the new stuff. But there's certain things that I need you guys to do as homework, and which in this case is all week. You need to get comfortable with accessing this place, to access this file. And for those of you who are going to be on VDI, to access VDI. So we're going to do it all together today. And then you have the reminder, not only in the recording of today's class, but in this document, the link telling you again and again how to do it. And then by next Friday, when class starts, people who are going to be opening Photoshop will get into VDI, have Photoshop open, have Bridge open, and the class starts. And those of you who have your own programs or who need to find their own programs will have their own Photoshop open, and will have their own Bridge open, and they will have already downloaded their files today, which I know, Karine, we just did it with you. So you just downloaded your files, and everyone else did.
Can we have both VDI and bought our own 6 months?
No,
That would be too much, too
Okay.
complicated. I mean, you can physically, anyone can do VDI. But if you have it, your own computer, you should just, if you have your own version, just use your own version. All right, so Barbara, what's up? You sounded
real
confused.
quick.
Yeah.
I need to reiterate this. After Zoom's over with and I want to get to the video, I go into Pipeline
Yep. You go into Pipeline,
and student resources,
student resources, and then click on Google.
Google Drive.
Yeah. And then go to shared drives
Okay, shared drives.
and then Photoshop shared drive.
And then the video
go.
will come up.
And then your topmost left icon usually is the Zoom links recording. Do you see it at the top left?
No.
If not, then scroll to the bottom and look by the Z, because alphabetically you'll have it under Zoom, and it's called Zoom Class Recordings.
Okay, I clicked on Photoshop shared drive just one time.
Yeah, no, double click. You need to double click to
Oh,
get
okay.
inside.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay,
Well, Mac-
Photoshop shared, yeah, it came up.
Right,
Zoom
and then
class got it.
there it is, Zoom class links.
So I
Keep it
double
open.
click on that.
There you go. And then you will see next to each day, you will see the class recording. This is just a sample one. This is an August class recording, but I put it here for you guys to see how the system is going to work. All the
No, we
dates.
can't download that. That's just a link to go to YouTube.
To
watch it,
YouTube,
right?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to download a 3.5-hour video anyway, Barbara. It would fill your computer. It's always
Okay.
available with that link. Yeah.
I got it
Or,
now.
well, you know,
Thanks.
another option is when you get to YouTube, Karine, go ahead and click on that link next to day one. And let's see if you know how to get to the, because you can also subscribe to the channel.
Did one click or?
Just click on it first. Click.
Okay. Well,
Just click
Alright.
there. And now click on the link that appears right underneath. There you go. And this is the
Okay.
video.
I
Now,
only
let-
see you in a little thumbnail. How do I make you bigger?
You never need to see me bigger.
okay,
I am a talking head. You need to
Okay.
see Photoshop. You need to see the screen. I'm just a little bobblehead that speaks to you. I am not interesting. Photoshop is going to be what matters for you to see. So truly, it does not matter. So anyway, when this starts playing, one thing you can do, scroll down a teeny bit. If you want to get a little, if you're comfortable with YouTube, can you scroll down? See there, it says Diana Musacchio. You can subscribe. And then again, I don't go by subscribers. As you can see, I don't ask people to subscribe, although I have like 200 videos in here because these are just class videos. But that'll allow you to, if you are comfortable with video, with YouTube, is to just click on YouTube in the future and then go to your subscriptions and click on Diana Musacchio and then look for the latest Photoshop class. That's the plan B of how to get there. I just, don't necessarily need you to do it that way, but that's plan B. Now you'll also be able to, if you do that, you will see the links to my other classes as well. And once a week, you'll see the Photoshop, but you'll see Mac, you'll see Comp, you'll see all the other classes showing up. Okay. All right. So that's how you see my videos. Now, go and click on that little plus sign that you have up there for make a new tab. At the very top where you see all your tabs, Karine, move your mouse. You can stop the video. It doesn't need to be playing. So go ahead and stop that video. Or even close the tab to that video, because close the tab to that video. So up at the top when I say tab, like at the, there's a little X right next to the word U for the YouTube tab. Move up, the tabs, they look like tabs a bit higher. Yeah, close that one. Perfect. And now click on the plus sign to make a new tab. Yes. Now everyone, let's make a new tab on your browser. I'm going to take you into VDI. And yes, even if you're not doing VDI, go ahead and do it with us, because guess what? You can access any program that the school has using VDI. So you might want to know how to do this anyway for other applications, or if your Photoshop isn't working or whatever the reason, okay? So now in that spot that Karine is in, go ahead and write VM view, and I'm going to go ahead and type that in the chat. vmview.sbcc.edu. It's in the chat, vmview.sbcc.edu. And now hit return or enter. Don't go for any other options or choices that it might bring you, because it takes you always to the wrong place. You got to write the whole thing in. Don't go for any of the suggestions. And here you are. This is exactly where you need to be. Now scroll down a teensy bit so that we can see what's underneath, or do your control minus so you can see more of your screen. There we go. All right. Now, Barbara, you have your own Photoshop and Bridge and
Yes, I
everything.
do. I typed that VV.
So you don't, VM view. But as I said, just out of curiosity, but I know you have all the suite, so you don't need to be doing this. All right.
Oh, it's M.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Okay, so now I just want a clarity on who is for sure needing VDI. VM view is the access to VDI. Write this down, those of you who need VDI, vmview.sbcc.edu. This is what you need to write. And a lot of times people can't get in because they start writing VM view and Google takes you somewhere similar and it's not going to work. So each time, promise me you're going to write the whole vmview.sbcc.edu and hit return. That's the only way to get to this page cleanly. Okay. All the other options of how to get to this page lead you astray. All right. Now, when you're here, Karine, we're still seeing your screen. See where it says VMware Horizon HTML access, the right side? Yes. Let's click on that right side. Click on that link. All right. Now, scroll down a little bit. You know, I would say control minus for you a few times, Karine. You're so expanded that it's hard to see anything. Click on your control and tab the minus 1 or 2 times. There you go. Okay, now that student desktop that now kind of went up, you need to click on that student desktop. Yeah. So does everyone see their student desktop? Now, what you just did is you jumped into your car, you drove to school, and you're turning on the school computer. That's what's happening right now, okay? You are connecting to the school computers. This takes time, so don't be impatient. It takes time. We're actually doing a big deal here. We're connecting to the school computers, all right?
Apologies, just one moment. I didn't get past the, was it launch native client or the HTML
The one on the right, HTML access.
Okay, thank
now, if you have a computer, which a Chromebook is not, if you have a Mac or a PC, you could launch the native client, install the whole app, yada, 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 but a Chromebook can't do that. So in your case, most of the people will always go to the right side. I've heard from people who have downloaded it though, which a Chromebook can't do, but if you have a Mac or a PC, that it is more stable if you download it. So if you're going to be using it all the time, you could download the VDI app. Okay.
I downloaded it online.
Yeah, Charlie, and it works better, right? Yeah, I've heard people say it works better. I never download mine because I always have to demo it. Okay, so now we're viewing Karine's screen. As you can see, she is in a Windows computer now, which is the school Windows computer. And suddenly she's being asked to sign in to Google Drive. This is where you should be. Now, please, I know it's easier on a Mac because suddenly you're on a Mac computer and suddenly you see a little bit of Windows computer and you go, this is weird. But for Windows people, you might think it's just another web browser, but no, you are truly inside of the school computer right now. So your files are not in this computer. Your files are going to be in the Google Drive, the Pipeline Google Drive. Got it? The files that we need to download for class. And so for VDI people, you need to sign in with this browser right there. Click on sign in with browser. And
I'm sorry, I'm not. Apologies, I'm not finding any of this. I'm still on
okay.
that.
Hold
I'm
hold
still-
on.
yeah.
Hold on, Corinne. Let me tell everyone who's here. Sorry, hold on, Liz. Put in your pipeline username and password in here, you guys. Username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. And while you're doing that, now I'll get Liz's question. So let me first write at pipeline.sbcc.edu. I typed it again in our chat. That's what you need to put in. No, it's not dot pipeline, it's at pipeline. All right, so Liz, where are you?
So now I can actually see the program. Somehow it put me right into, I'm in VMware Horizon, and it
Mhm.
says student desktop at the top and then
Yes.
Adobe Acrobat.
Okay, so no,
That's where I should
student desktop, definitely student desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chromebook, because they come from school, they're preset to do this because they assume people have to do
Gotcha.
this. So it's a bit less steps than everyone else because the computers are set up by the school. All right, so now scroll down a little bit and you have to say yes, sign in.
It's still loading.
There we go, success. So now you can go up and close this. So say not now. And once you've done, it's loading your files, say okay. So see, it's loading all your class files. Good, now you can go up to the top of this window where it is a gray, I see it as gray bar on the far right. Click on that X that appears so that you can, one more to the right, you're almost at, no, that's the plus sign. All the way to the left, to the right, the X, yeah, close that up. Perfect. Now you are in the perfect place. Now I am walking through with you, Corinne. So everyone else, tell me if you're here, yay, give me a yes. If you're not here, give me a no. And I see you have a question, Liz.
I don't have the user in it. I'm just in that Windows screen. It might just be slow.
It takes a
looks like
little
it's doing
time
things.
to pop in the, it's
Okay, here's the sign in
possible.
with browser.
Yeah, it just kind of, everything is like 30 seconds to a minute before the window pops in. And
Okay,
then
and
you
then
have
just
to
sign
say-
line.
Do you put in?
What's that?
What password do you put in? Google or?
Pipeline,
spell it?
pipeline. It's your pipeline username password.
It's not taking my password.
Your pipeline one, the school username.
Okay, it says welcome bawalsh2@gmail.com.
Then you must have written in gmail.com. So
No, I didn't. So I need to back up.
you need to back up, and it's not as easy as it sounds. So Corinne, don't go anywhere. I'm going to ask you to share again because it's working to do this with you. So I'm going to
Yes,
stop your
yeah.
share. But Barbara, share your screen because when you sign in with Gmail, it takes a few steps to walk you out of that. So share your screen, please.
Okay,
And-
I just clicked out of there, but
Okay,
hang
go
on.
ahead and share your screen. Meanwhile, I see that May San is saying that you're not there. So can I help you?
View
I,
screen.
okay.
I'm
I
helping May
can't-
San know.
How do I view the screen?
Barbara. Oh, how you share your screen? Go down to the big green share
Yes.
button.
There.
And then on the next window that you see on the bottom right, there's a blue button that you click again. There you go. All right, so you're not in VDI. So I don't know what you're showing me, but none of this is VDI.
I clicked out of it.
Oh, well, then I can't help you. You need to go plus sign and start all over again. Plus sign and do vmview.sbcc.edu. You'll probably be already
VM.
signed in.
VMU.
Yeah, but you're in Google search. Guys, do not go to Google search for this. Go up where it says search Google or type a URL because you're typing a URL. So up at the top, yeah, where it says search Google or type one up or type a URL. Yeah, right there. Click in there. vmview.sbcc.edu.
VMU.sbcc.
No, VM view like I view something.
Oh, got it,
I
got it.
I
I'm
see
sorry.
something. All right. No, you have a U in there you need to get rid of. Mason, what's your question?
I can look at this because I missed a step in between, so I can look.
Perfect.
Yeah.
vmview.sbcc.edu. I always say that when I repeat things, it's never just for one. There's always 2 or 3 who are also trying to catch up. All right, cool. Now go to the bottom right of those two choices, HTML access. You guys see how differently sized some screens are that I keep telling Karine to make her smaller and Barbara's is so small. It's like
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now you know how to do it with Control minus or Control plus. All right, now go to student desktop.
One click.
One click on student desktop. And this is the part that takes a while. It's gonna go black and brown and blue, but since you had already done it, it was quick. Okay? Now,
Okay.
now, the issue is that you had signed in to the wrong Google Drive. So I'm not seeing the bottom of your screen. Then down there at the bottom right here, it says can't sign into Google Drive. Go down. You see that window appearing? Yeah, it says try again. Oh, that's cool that it's saying try again. Cool. I thought it was gonna be complicated, but I guess they already saw there was a problem there. So put in your school username. Mason, is that helping you? Is everyone following? Is it?
Still waiting for the sign in to show up.
Yeah, that one takes a while the first time. Griselda, how are you doing? Thomas, Rashmi, whoever's still here. Carrie? I haven't talked to you, Carrie.
T-A-Y.
Carrie, are you going to be using VDI?
Well, I downloaded Creative Suite this morning and I was just trying to
Okay.
activate it, but it requires operating system 10.15 and I have 13. So I was still doing the VDI stuff here on the side and I'm in, but
Good,
I'm
perfect.
trying to get the Creative Suite to work on my
Okay.
laptop.
One second here. Barbara.
Yeah, it's not taking my
No,
password.
it's no, Barbara, that's not the password. It's your type. You should be, where are you at? Shouldn't be. Did you put in your entire pipeline? See, it's going to your Gmail again. Hold on. See how it says, welcome Barbara at Gmail? No, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't
Okay,
leave.
email or phone, BA-Walsh2.
At
So then I wanna
pipeline.sbcc.edu.
At pipeline?
At pipeline.sbcc.edu.
P-E-L-I-N-E
Dot SBCC.
SBCC.edu.
Perfect. Now you can say next. Phew. That's why it was going to the wrong email. Good. Now go down to the sign in. No, don't. Yeah, sign in. Because now it's having to switch from who you were. And it's like, is that really you? Cool. You've signed
Okay,
in.
I don't know what I did, but okay. I've got a save password thing here. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
don't.
close it.
Yeah, don't, because this is the internal school thing. Yeah. Cool. You're
Okay,
signed
now-
in. So now you can close this window. This is just go to the right click of this Google window. We don't need Google anymore inside of VDI. No.
Now on the blue window,
Yeah, no. Go back up. This one that says Google Success. On the right, there's a gray bar on the top, the far right X of this gray bar. Yeah, right there. Right. Yep. Keep moving to the right 1 inch and turn.
do I
Yeah.
want to do the X?
Yeah. Yeah, you just want windows in front of you. And now you might want to do Command minus a bit so you can see all the window because you're kind of zoomed in. No, you're not. I'm zoomed into you because I couldn't see. Perfect. Cool. This is where you should be. I know you can follow, so I'm going to stop your sharing. I'm going to ask anyone else who needs help before I go back to Karine.
One more
Mason.
question.
Yes.
Where do I make a bookmark?
This is, you're inside of the school's computer right now. So inside
Yeah,
of
but I
school's,
won't-
inside
I
of the
won't
school's.
remember how to
Listen,
get there.
Barbara, to access all of this, all you need to do is vmview.sbcc.edu, and then you'll walk into this environment, which is not your computer. Okay, so that's what
Okay.
you need to write. It's not a bookmark. Thank you, Anne. I got it. The first day, everyone is, I swear to you, the hardest. And I wish a lot of the old timers have left by now, although I still see a few of you guys there. Yay. Peggy, doesn't it get way easier after the first day? Yes, see how she's emphatically bowing? The first day is the hardest one because there's like 80 things you need to sign into, things you need to set up for, stuff you need to download, and then it's just Photoshop. Yay! Today is the hard day, and I know that we've reached the end of the class. By the way, it's 11:30, but I'm gonna follow through. We're almost there. We now are gonna open Photoshop, and then we're gonna close it. So anyone who's not there yet, I still see a no on Maysan. I see Griselda kind of, you're in, Griselda? Okay, Maysan, are you in? Give me a yes if you're, when you're in, give me a yes. Carrie, you have a raised hand.
Yeah, I'll continue on the VDI, but I just wondered, is there any quick solution to the operating system issue I asked about?
No, if the operating system isn't high enough, you can't use it. You have to upgrade your operating system, which is why someone else here said they had to buy a new computer. There is a point where I am not someone who advocates for buying new computers. I always explain to people that if the computer works for your needs, that's the perfect computer for you. If you get to a place where your computer isn't serving your needs anymore, then it's time to upgrade. And if you are going to be seriously using Photoshop, you're going to have to upgrade, or learn and see if you want to use it by using VDI. And then if you decide, yeah, this is me, this is something I'm going to do, then you need to look into a computer. But you have time because VDI is free and you can use it all. You don't need to be in this class. When the class is over, you'll still have access to VDI as long as you're a student, which, as I said, as long as you take one class per semester, you're a student. So that'll give you time to prepare to upgrade your computer. When the computer operating system can't take Creative Cloud, you either upgrade your operating system, which do you have a Mac, I'm assuming, from what you said, 10.5?
Yeah,
So-
I have a 2017.
Oh, then you
Mac,
can
so
upgrade. If you're
I'll-
2017, you can totally upgrade, yeah.
I'll try it. Okay, thank you.
If the thing is that some people can't upgrade anymore. And at that point, they're stuck between a hard place and a hard, if you don't upgrade anymore because your computer can't take any more upgrades, then you can't use the Creative Cloud. But if yours is 2017, you can totally upgrade.
Okay,
And-
I'll do that next.
All right, okay. Rashmi, how are you doing? Sound is off.
And this is where I want to be for
I'm
the videos.
Hold on, no, for the videos, you have to be where I showed you before. You do not need to come into VDI for videos. VDI, Barbara, you really don't need VDI. I know you have a Creative Cloud, so this is fun, but not needed really for
I'm
you.
sorry, I got a COVID shot yesterday and I'm sick and my arm hurts. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I thought you were showing us how to get to the videos, so.
No, the videos, you're welcome to not do VDI because I know that you know how to do all of this when you get into Photoshop. You don't need any of this. Rashmi, you were saying something?
I have the whole like creative suite for Adobe, and I guess that's what we're using, right? We're not
Yes,
using different
yes.
versions of Photoshop.
No, if you have the Creative Suite,
Mhm.
you can be upgrading, but most people automatically update. So you're probably already, if you have it on automatic update and you have the Creative Suite, you're probably on 2022 versus the schools on 2021. But other than that, some people force their upgrade not to happen and they might still be on 2017, but you would have had to stop it. Creative Cloud, once you upgrade, you are on the highest one. So as long as you have a subscription, it constantly upgrades itself.
Right, I am in the 2022 Adobe
Yeah.
Photoshop, so.
So
okay.
so you're fine. Mine,
Okay.
it's almost identical. There's new features in the 2022 that are really cool, but the school hasn't upgraded yet. It's much harder for the school to upgrade because then the whole system's changed. And we just barely started 2022. So it usually takes like 3 to 6 months before we upgrade.
I see.
But it's virtually the same, except for a couple of really cool new features that you guys will get to test out and show us, because I'll tell you, Rashmi, do this, and everyone will go cool, because there's some really cool stuff in the new one.
Okay.
All right, Anne, your hand is up.
My Photoshop says it's 2021. I pay monthly.
Yeah.
Does that mean I should go in to
Well,
Adobe and?
yeah, if you go into the Creative Cloud icon,
Yeah.
you probably have the updates turned off, automatic updates turned off,
Oh.
which is a good thing. You shouldn't necessarily update automatically. You should update when you're ready to update because things change. And then you can, when you open the Creative Cloud app, do a search for Creative Cloud app. When you open it up, it'll say there's updates available. Now,
Okay.
I am going to demoing all on 2021. So
Maybe
during
I'll
class,
leave it
You
then.
might want to stay in 21
Yeah.
during class
Okay,
and then
perfect.
upgrade later. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, so let me, Corinne, can you share your screen? We're going to open up.
I am.
Photoshop. Yeah, Corinne.
I am sharing my.
Oh, you
screen.
are? No, you're not.
Oh,
Now you are. Perfect.
okay. Question, do I need to buy a mouse? I think I
Yes.
do. Wired,
Yes.
okay, wired. I bought the $49 wireless one through the site with the college and went crazy, hated it, returned it, got a refund. What
Right.
do you suggest?
I suggest any mouse, the Rite Aid $9.99 version, it does not matter. You're on a PC.
But a wired?
Sure, I don't even know they sell wired anymore.
Okay.
If they sell wired, go for it. But the whole point is that when you buy a wireless one, what you do is the back of it, and I don't have one in front of me because my last mouse that I had here, I shared, has a little door. You have to open it up and you take out of it a little piece, a little like plug that then you plug into your USB cord. And that's all it needs to work. Maybe you got a bad mouse. I don't know, but normally that's it.
Just feed it some cheese.
You just get a little thing like this. Look at, you see my window,
I'm
a teensy
looking.
bit?
Yes, I
You
see
see, you
that.
find a little thing like this stuck in the
Okay.
bottom of a mouse. And
Okay.
you have to open a little door, like when you open a battery powered door, and it
Okay.
sticks in there and you pull it out and you plug it into your computer. And that's what connects your mouse
Okay.
to your computer. And 99% of the times, that's it. In the
Okay.
past, you had to download drivers. Now that's usually all you need to do.
But one other thing, monitor, should I buy another monitor or will I be able to learn what we're doing in this mode?
All right, so great question. 100%, if you have the opportunity to buy another monitor, and guys, I have bought the cheap monitors at thrift stores, plug it into your computer, there you go. Now you have two monitors, right?
Okay.
If you go a little bit more expensive and buy the cheapest monitor at Costco, plug it into your computer and there you go. You have two monitors. That will make your life oh so much easier, Corinne.
Okay, but does it have any specifics? I've never done it before. So when you say a monitor, it's not a TV. What?
Well, I wanted to let you know that if you have a new TV, a TV can serve as your second monitor. And if you have anywhere to sit near your TV that you
I
can
don't.
comfortably have your computer, then a TV can be your second monitor as well.
No, I don't.
Okay, so then I have countless of times gone into a thrift store, asked for what their newest looking monitors might be, because what you don't want at this stage probably is the old monitors that thrift stores are full of that have the old kind of connections. And at this point, that would probably be very hard to, not very hard, but if you're not good at computers, it's probably not, you have to find connectors and stuff. Other than that, go to Best Buy or Costco or one of those places and buy their cheapest monitor. You know,
okay, I'll do it.
The cheap ones are cheap. And then it comes with a cable that you just plug into your computer, a USB cable or an HDMI cable, ideally, and you just plug it in. And next thing you know, you have two monitors. And then you put Zoom on one and you put
that's what I want to do.
me
And
on
then
the other.
as for me getting into my previous one I bought in October, they're only, every time I
I'm
try
gonna,
to
no,
open.
I'm gonna show you that now. So first, I'm gonna show you that now. I do have, it's already 9 minutes past the
Oh,
class. I
gosh.
will show everyone how to open Photoshop. Then class will be over. I'll show you how to see if you have your Photoshop, and then I definitely need to run. So how do we open now Photoshop? Everyone should be here. Anne, your hand is up. Is it from before?
Yes, that was
Okay.
from before.
Okay, cool. Go down, everyone, now that you're in this, you know, Windows VDI. Go down to the very bottom left where you see the little icon, the one that belongs, especially when you have two, like Corinne, the one nearest to your window, the white one on the bottom left, black Windows icon. That one is, nope, that's your real one. One up is the one from the schools, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and say aloud to that thing that just came up. Yep. In view, yeah. Okay. Now scroll down. And because now you're seeing a lot on the left side, you see Adobe. On the left side, you see a whole list of Adobe programs. Okay.
I can't scroll.
Yes, put your mouse over the Adobe. Put your mouse over the Adobe there. And now you can scroll with your
This
mouse
one?
has, yes, now you can start moving your mouse to scroll. Your finger. Yeah, scroll with your finger. Go up. No, now you're opening a program. That's not what we need. That was a click. So that's
Sorry.
okay. So scroll would be just to do this up and down. Okay. So now go back to that window. The icon. Now you have to close.
one?
No, you're in
right,
VDI.
all right.
Do not close that.
Sorry.
No,
All right.
no, that's okay. Go down. Yeah. And now put your mouse over those words, your finger over those words that say Adobe. No, back. Yeah. And now scroll. Don't click. Just gentle touching and just, yeah,
Do
up
I
and down.
click?
No, do not click. Like move
Can
your
I
mouse.
use-
No, just go up and down with your, like you're petting like up and down with your finger.
I'm trying.
I'm assuming you've,
Go
okay.
I-
All right, so then there's plan B. If you can't scroll, we're gonna fix that by getting you a mouse. Then you see how right underneath that, nope, now you clicked on something again, so turn that off. Go to the, yeah, go to the right side of that X that you see there. No, up, no.
Here.
Don't just indiscriminately turn things off. No. Okay, so now go down to that little, to the right now,
Window.
you see a magnifying glass. I'm gonna do it without scrolling. Click on that. Type Photoshop. For those of you who found Adobe Photoshop, you can click on it. If you can't scroll like she can't, then you just do the search for Adobe Photoshop. And now see at the top where it says Adobe Photoshop 2021, you click on that. Okay, so now Adobe Photoshop is opening up. Now you also opened After Effects, and so it's asking you to sign in. Now, you should all have a need to sign in. And again, this is the first time only and never again. And that's why I wanted to get you up to here. And then we're done, because as of next week, you don't need to do all these sign-ins. But once if Photoshop or Effects are signing in, it's going to ask you to sign into the Creative Cloud. So you should all be at a sign-in saying, sign into the Creative Cloud. Karine is getting there. Once you get there, it's working. There it is. See this new sign-in?
Yeah.
This is the Creative Cloud. You need to do it once and never again. Email address is your username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. So
Am I in the VDI?
Yes, you're in the VDI.
Oh, okay. It's not
So
mine.
now-
I'm trying to get my other one.
Yeah, username at pipeline.sbcc.edu. I'm trying to get everyone else ready to go. And you, in case you need to use VDI, this is your sign in to Creative Cloud on VDI. And after that will be next week. None of this has to happen. This is all done. The only thing you need to do next week is VMview, desktop, student desktop, open up Photoshop. And your hand is up.
So I have all my pictures in Bridge. So if I
Yeah.
ever didn't continue my subscription, would I have to download those onto my computer somewhere?
No. Bridge is awesome in that it's, as opposed to Lightroom and all these other programs, Bridge is not putting your photos anywhere. It's just a way to find them. We'll be using Bridge next week. Hold on, let me help here. You got to the place where you need to choose personal account or school account. So can you scroll down a little bit more, because underneath personal account, you'll find, yeah, there, company or school account. Click on company or school account.
And is that what's going to happen on the one I bought?
No, the one you bought, you purchased, I believe, on a, I don't know.
Okay.
The ones that you buy have to be personal, or Peggy, you have one of those, right? Is it personal account or school account when you buy it? Yes, it's personal. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're in Photoshop.
So it has to be school, I don't know. No, it is, it's a personal account.
Yeah, it's personal because you're purchasing it. This one is not. This is a school account. Good, you're in. Now, we're not going to do anything with Photoshop right now, but trust me, you guys, if you got to the place Korean got, you're signed into everything you need to sign in. You are as done as we can for today. Next week, we'll be opening Photoshop and Bridge, and all your files will be available, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it'll be like 4 steps, okay? Today, we did all this kind of stuff. Now, how to back, if you're here, good. If you're not here, I'll help you get here. But if you're here, now we need to back out of this correctly so that we're ready to go next week. Okay, so we're going to back out of this correctly, and then we're going to close the file. My next meeting is starting in a few minutes. So, Karine.
Yeah.
See where you see the word welcome? In the middle, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now move your mouse up until you see a little X that's still in the dark gray. Keep going up. Nope, up, that one. That's closing Photoshop. The Photoshop that we just opened, you're closing it now. Yeah. Now close that next one too, because that's the After Effects that you were opening. Now close that one too, because you opened a bunch of other stuff that no one else opened. And then close that one. That's all the stuff that you opened when you were trying to scroll. Close that one. Most people only have to close Photoshop, but you have to close a few different things. Okay, close that one.
It's not letting me.
Yeah, that's NVIDIA.
Here?
No, that's okay. This one is going to be harder because it's After Effects can't open NVIDIA and you didn't know. Never mind. Go down to the bar where it says Adobe After Effects. Do you read those words? Yeah, right click and close that little X that just appeared. Yeah, there you go. And go click on that again. This is only for you. Right click. Is that it? You can't. There, close window. See up right above where it says, yeah. Try again. No, it's not. Okay, so we're just gonna have to close it with it open and it'll just default. Okay, so now go to the little window icon. So by now you should have all closed Photoshop. Go to the Windows icon on the left. Yeah, click on that. We need to, yeah, click on that. We need to turn this computer off as if you were turning it off. So go up to the little power button. But remember, this is the VDI power button.
Where is it?
Right above where you are. One up. That little circle with that line. Click on that. Go to power. Click on power, and now say shut down. You're just showing now VDI. Okay. So click again. Shut down. VDI is shutting down, not your computer. VDI computer. You're signing out. You're about to leave the school. You have been disconnected. Say close. And you have to now disconnect from VM Horizon.
So it was the little Windows icon. Then what? Then what happened?
Now say close. That's it.
No, there was another window.
Oh, you said power.
Oh, power.
And then shut down. Shut down.
Okay.
Now say close.
Say close.
And now there's one more thing you need to sign out of. At the very, very top where it says Horizon, that green icon Horizon.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, on the far right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 icons. The last one, click on that last one. Yeah, click on that one. And then at the very bottom of that, say log out. So now you're logging out of the student desktop from VDI. It's just, in the future, it's 5 buttons in, 5 buttons out. Say okay to that. Actually, 4 buttons in, 4 buttons out.
So it's the Horizon. See, it's all this fast stuff that I won't remember.
Well, you know what? That's the video, and if you have Photoshop, you might not need it. Okay, and now you're done. Now everyone else can be gone. I'm going to go see if I can find Photoshop for her on her computer. You guys, if you have any questions, please ask me. Other than that, thanks for staying in. Watch those videos. Practice getting in and out of VDI. Okay.
Hi, Diana, this is Rashmi. I just sent you a quick chat regarding my registration.
To request your director to increase the cap they can register me.
Yeah, that's the follow-up. That's the gazillion emails I got after I got your email. So
I know, but this is crazy. I already sent the email adding you as a wait list. Okay. You know how Emma said that's admissions? I'll send that email right now. It's not admissions. It's This
So
is
I'm
why-
going to send it back to SEL admissions as well as Ruth, as well as you.
No, no, send it to me right now.
Okay,
I will forward it saying this person needs to be admitted in, even if you need to raise the cap, and I'll send it to the right person, but normally they just need my admissions, but you need to send it to me and then I'll forward it again with your permission.
okay, sending it to you now then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Admissions drives all of us crazy, not just you guys. All right, Corinne,
Yeah,
close this entire browser. Yeah, close
That?
that. Yes,
way up there.
yes. Okay, go down to your search button. Oh, that's my meeting reminder. Go down to your search button. Yeah, that one there, down, 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 down.
Down, 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 down.
Down to the Windows icon, the same one we were using, no, virtually, but yours.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
right to the right of it, there's a search icon, see? No, no, right to the right of that icon, there we go. And now type Photoshop. This is your computer search.
Yeah.
There it is,
Okay.
Adobe Photoshop 2022. So
Where,
go
where,
up at the
oh.
top, it appears.
did they change
Up-
it? to-
No, you didn't open Photoshop. You stopped
see
somewhere
that.
else. I don't know what you stopped on Paint or something. So close this. And now go all the way to the blue thing before you click. Yeah.
But I bought
there it is.
2021.
No, you
Right.
don't. You subscribed and they automatically give you the latest program. So you don't buy 2021, you subscribe and it constantly gives you the newest thing.
So I'm in 2022.
Yeah, now it says that you need to start the free trial, and that's the problem because look, you use your Adobe ID at gmail.com. See, you didn't use your
And
pipeline.
I tried to change it. I don't know where to change
All
it.
right, so go up to this box that says the white box and click on the X at the top right of it. Okay, now at the bottom, let's close this as Paint. Close Paint to go to the top right and close Paint. Okay, close.
Everything?
Yeah, close everything.
Wow. Shouldn't that be a pipeline? No.
No, close everything. Okay, so on the left side of your screen, you see where it says Adobe Creative Cloud, like the second
Yes.
icon up, double click on that. And let's see if we can sign you in. Okay, now go to the far right where you see a little like blue top up, circle there. Click on that one, account. All right, so sign out because you're signed in as Gmail, see?
Sign
So say
out.
sign out, down the red buttons, the red letters. See how your name says gmail.com? Okay,
Okay.
now sign out. Now continue
Mhm.
and now sign in as your pipeline email.
Okay, now, this is where I messed up. I tried with Google, that was wrong.
Yeah, so pipeline
mm,
at pipeline dot at pipeline dot sbcc dot edu. Continue. Personal account. Your pipeline password.
yeah, I'm looking, and yesterday it didn't take it, but I'm praying it will this time. When I tried to change it, it wouldn't let me. So I'm praying right now, and I'm typing. Okay, let me check it. Okay. That's where the problem is.
All right, so this doesn't need to be the same as your pipeline password, and you might have entered a different one because if not, what you can do is you can reset your password down there. They'll send you an email to your pipeline account. Okay, so go to
Okay.
your pipeline account
I'm there. Let me see. It's
and
my
there'll be a number.
pipeline account. Okay.
Now,
That means I have to be.
by the way, this is not changing your school pipeline email. This is only changing your Creative Cloud password, just so you know, your pipeline is going to be the same.
Cloud.
So go to
Oh,
your
wait.
pipeline and
Wait.
receive an email.
Is Adobe the same as Creative Cloud?
Yes. Adobe
Oh.
is like,
That's where I messed up.
yeah,
I can't-
Adobe is the owner of everything, and
Well,
Creative Cloud
that's-
is the piece of it that you're buying. It's like you're,
Correct.
like, you
Can I
know,
go
there's.
back? Can I go back and put the Adobe password?
Maybe, go ahead and say back. I don't know. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you haven't changed it yet. so
Because I
say back.
tried this, I tried it all
Okay.
yesterday,
Okay,
all
put
right.
in your Adobe password.
and that's what okay. I call it the cloud though, Adobe, no. Okay, I'm almost there. Adobe, okay.
Griselda, do you have any question? You're just watching the process. No, I can't hear you.
Yes, I'm watching the process because I'm on the blue screen.
Similar,
and
yeah.
And I haven't gotten to the
See?
Adobe.
See what okay. It won't let me in.
Okay, so think you should probably reset your password and.
But then I have to go, where do I
Okay,
get the
to your
pipeline account?
Pipeline.
How do I get a new window?
Go to your, open your Chrome, go down however you normally open your
Well,
Chrome. What do you do it from the main desktop? How do you open
I
Chrome?
do it there.
Okay, so then there you go. Open it from there.
What? Okay.
You're gonna just go to your pipeline email. Okay, so go to, you see a little icon there that says Wednesday Sally's 3 p.m. class?
Yeah.
That's your email. Click on that.
Are you sure that's the one?
Well, no, that's an email,
No,
but
that's
now
Google.
yeah, but that's your email. Now you can go click on your inbox. So go to the left where you see the little red. Oh yeah, you're in Sally's class. Go to
See?
inbox. Yeah, click on inbox. There you go.
They merged both
There it
of
is.
my,
It's okay. Verification code doesn't matter.
Okay.
Verification code. There you go. 242200. So go type 242200.
then what? 2200.
Okay.
See,
Oh.
look.
No, it's just that they sent you 2 codes. So go again because you came in twice. So that's an invalid code. So go back. Go back to Chrome.
Go back to Chrome. Where'd
Oh
Chrome
no,
go?
now you're sending another. No, you shouldn't have gone back. Okay.
Ah,
It's all right. Each time you say reset your password, they send you another code. Go back to reset your password. So we need to have another code. I
I'm
have
sorry,
2 minutes for our next meeting. Okay, so say resend code. Okay, now go to Chrome. So you said you did that by going down to your, yes, you clicked on that. And then you clicked on your Chrome. Yeah, that one. Click on that and it'll pop in. It's behind you. That's the problem. So you see up on top. Yeah, there we go. Click on where it says verification code. Yeah, and now go back to inbox.
But we just,
Oh,
it
I'm sorry,
was
I
that.
really need to go. No,
Okay.
but no, you sent a new one. You can't use that old one. You have to go back and get a new one. That's why I said go back. No,
Okay.
no, don't keep.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I apologize. I'm never, you know how patient I am, except for when I have to leave in a minute. That's why I'm getting nervous. Go back to reset your password and don't leave. Don't go back from this. See, try again. Now you've tried 5 times. You're temporarily disabled.
Great.
That's because they think you're faking it because you've tried 5 times. So the only thing you need to do to be able to do this better, you need to learn to navigate between windows. And right now this Creative Cloud is really big. So you're not seeing that right behind it, you have your Chrome. And this is kind of what was happening with Zoom. So now that I'm seeing you, no, instead of, well, hey, you just moved that down. How did you move that down?
With my finger.
That's what you need to do to Zoom.
I know it
With your
doesn't.
finger. Okay. Now go back to this and grab the edge of this window. Just put your mouse on go back to making it smaller again. Okay, now go to the very edge of this. Go to the very edge. Put your tip of your mouse on the edge of this. Like on the edge, like the tip of your mouth. I call it mouse, tip of your finger, cursor, whatever you want to call it. Put it on the edge between gray and blue, and between gray and cloud. You need to be more precise. The tip of your mouse.
That?
I've never seen the tip of your mouse. I'm only seen so the tip of your mouse is the very tip. Yeah. Now when you there, see how you get a double-headed arrow? Perfect.
Okay, now what do I do?
Now you can make that window bigger or smaller. And that's what you need to do with Zoom. You need to get to the point where you get a double-headed arrow. Now click and drag your mouse. And you'll see how you
drag my mouse.
Now drag it, move your mouse
bigger
in to make it bigger or smaller. Yes.
You want it bigger?
Whichever. I'm trying to teach you how to do this. I don't care about this window. Whichever thing you just did to make it bigger, I was just trying to show you how to.
Oh, okay.
By hand, go to the edge of a window. So any of the two edges here on the left side, if you go put your tip of your mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, see how now you have a double-headed arrow? Okay, now you can click and drag click and move. Don't go.
Where do you want me to go?
I'm just trying to show you how to make windows bigger or smaller. That's all.
All right, I understand.
Not for now. Now I need to go. It's 12. They're waiting for me. It's 12:01. But that which you have right now, which is two windows, is see how you have a window in the bottom and window at the top?
Yes.
That, but side by side is what you're going to need for Zoom, but unless you buy another monitor. Okay. Now, I know that I sound exasperated because I need to go like right now, but just so you know, I have had so many students who now are really good at Photoshop who started like you, Karine. Please don't give up.
Okay.
But also, practice. Okay.
Who do I call to get through the verification?
Now you need to wait. You've been kicked out because you tried 5 times. You can't call a single person. You just have to do it this way. So you need to try again, maybe in an hour. I don't know how long they'll lock you out. Maybe it was 5 minutes. When they see people trying again and again, they assume it's a hacker.
Okay.
So now, if you scroll down now and try to get in again, when it starts saying, sure, put in your password, that means they're letting you in again. If it keeps saying that you've been kicked out, then it's too late. And why is Scott coming in right now when the class is over? I'll let him in. It might let you in, say continue and say personal account. And
oops, I went to the.
No, it's okay. You went to personal. I think you did fine. Oh no, you went to business because it let you in here. Okay, so just get out of here, go to the top, hit your escape key because you're on full screen right now. And I really need to go. They're texting me that they need to go. So I'm gonna stop your share, hit your escape to get out of this mode. And here's the thing. I'm gonna send an email out telling people how to get tech support. And what you need to do is get help with your Zoom. So I'm going to email an email with a link on how to get help from tech support. They're not available on Fridays. SBCC IT student tech support is from Monday through Thursday all day long. So on Monday, your homework, Karine, get on with tech support and tell them, I need to use Zoom for my class and it's really confusing. Can you please help me? And even if they need to spend 10 hours until you got it. All right.
All right, thank you.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. You'll be
try.
Fine.
I want it
you're
so
not even,
bad.
You're not even stopped by Photoshop. You're being stopped by Zoom. So
bye. Okay.
SBCC
I'm so sorry.
Support.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You'll do great. Don't worry. Bye.
Thank you.